What chart are we looking at?
From the reincarnate spell.
Oh, okay. There's an actual chart. Cool. One of them is like, this isn't so different. The other one, I'm tall now.
Well, no, I imagine the other one is like, ow.
So I recently watched the new season of Clone Wars. Or at least started watching it.
No spoilers, because I have not finished it yet.
Have you seen the first couple episodes?
Only the first so far.
Okay.
I just want to hear about the clone punching a battle droid. Is that in the new series?
That is.
Okay.
So in
the truest Chad.
So this isn't going to go terribly into spoilers, but in like the first couple episodes, they introduce you to a new set of clones called the Bad Batch, who are clones that were like during their cloning. Yeah, they were defective clones, but they were defective in a positive manner.
Way.
Yeah, so one of them was just literally just like incredibly freaking strong. One of them is like a god tier sniper.
One of them is Pellet. One of them is Benny.
Yeah. One of them is Pellet. If Pellet was probably like on Psycho.
One of them is sort of Professor-like.
Yeah.
Is one of them number 17 and number 44?
I'm afraid that there's only one particular professor here, at least Professor von Eucalyptus, of course. There's only one that is truly like me. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at here, and also
you want to fix that? I know a guy.
It looks like the Boost This Stream
I know a guy
challenge
who can fix you.
Has begun, so if you would be so kind as to donate marks to it, we can get the stream boosted to other places on Twitch.
Anywho, as I was saying, the thing is, when I was watching like through the various episodes, I was like, these guys are just like 3 operatives and 1 really buff soldier. And now I want to play. Now I want to play Starfinder with just a team of just operatives.
God, that would be a frightening amount of damage until one of them gets hit. Then would be 5/6 of a frightening amount of damage, or 4/5.
Jaffer, really?
That's all I have.
How do you have so little?
Influence.
Oh, yeah.
So little what? I'm confused.
I donated 1,858 points to Zim's stream boost, and he's like, why didn't I donate the full 2,000? Like, because I only have 1,800.
Why do you only have 1,800? Oh, that's right, you influence literally every other game. Thanks, Jaffer.
No, Jaffer, I'm waiting for the day when when the other DMs wise up and are like, hey, we could go mess with him now.
I'm waiting for it as well. I want that to happen.
I would do it, except I'm also in the game.
Oh, yeah, true. So Jaffer is safe from Dova, but
safe from me,
Jim is sitting right behind me. And he is not in this game.
I think Timmy's going to be in this game, though, isn't he?
He might.
I can't wait till we have a new character that I can mess with.
I have an interesting character concept.
What is it?
It's sort of my backup for if something unfortunate happens to Mimi.
What is it?
So there's a race of technophobic raptors. I want to make a Solarian. A technophobic raptor Solarian. Full on Yoda mode. Not Yoda himself. No, he's not that wise or that calm. I'm talking about that scene where Yoda goes full whole hog on Dooku.
So he's a short boy.
Oh yeah, they are just at the bottom edge of the small size category. It's amazing. They've also got little teeny tiny T-Rex arms.
Our illustrious champion returns.
Which is probably why they don't use much technology, honestly. They're called the Hekal, I think.
I took a real close look at them when I first got into Starfinder. So like they're close enough to a Bali that I can work with stuff. I think they were also the base template we used to make Zin's.
Didn't you say that was the Bruneri? The Otterkin?
No, we looked at that one. Because I know this one has magic spells built into it. The raptors can do magic spells, and that's how Zim species can do spells.
Don't forget to update your icons.
Has it really been 13 months?
Yes, yes it has. Over a year. And I appreciate every moment of it. Because you popped in right around the time I started streaming RimWorld.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's what got me following you, because someone pointed out that you were using my RimWorld mod, and I'm like, yay! I just started watching. Is it already the end of January?
Oh, frick, I have to check something. Just realized something.
Okay.
In-game, rather.
Zim, I don't see the professor in the character list. Did you forget to
Just
load him
haven't
up?
selected him yet. I still need to level him up or finish doing so.
Give
Are
him
we
a little
level 10 now?
pokebook. Yes.
You're level 10.
Okay.
At least you should be.
Oh, and-
Anyone who's not level 10 should be level 10.
Simimi, on those on those reincarnates, you now have a second cousin who's a Vesk.
Yosh. Probably with a splitting headache.
I would imagine. Got split in half.
Well, that buddy didn't.
Hey guys, where's the Yamcha? Oh, over there. And over
Bit
there.
taller. Yeah.
And over there.
Because you resurrected them so quickly, there's probably going to be a bit of a interesting thing of what do you do with the old body? Like, do they attend their own funeral, or
We could eat it.
No.
What do you mean no?
I mean, that's gross.
Why?
Because you don't know where he's been. No offense.
That's why you cook it!
I'm pretty sure cannibalism it's illegal, actually.
If he eats his old body though, is that auto cannibalism?
Is it legal for me to eat my own arm? I'd imagine it would be. At least.
You know, we're just gonna go cremate this.
There you go.
No, that's called overdone. You burnt it.
Too late.
Also, it's
Eat
only
this in the reactor.
It's only cannibalism if you're in a Hisoki, isn't it? That poses an interesting question.
It's a lot of weird questions.
Hello, everyone, and welcome, one and all, to the final episode of Season 1 of Retrograde Renegades Starfinder. I am Razim,
Part
and...
one. Is it season?
Yeah, season. We go by seasons here.
It's winter though.
I will yeet you into the black hole.
We've got one.
Yes, we do. It's a
Don't do it, it's
timeout
crazy.
one. You may or may not be able to come back.
All right, I'm quiet. I'm shutting
My
up.
Starfinder game also has a black hole, so
Ooh, very true, very true.
You know what? I'll turn it over to Jaffer. Recap the entire Season 1.
Alright, so the party originally started on a luxury cruise liner, enjoying a nice little vacation when, well, they got attacked by the Big Rat in his Dreadblight battleship. The luxury cruise liner didn't fare too well against a battleship, so it lost. The party got marooned on a little out-of-the-way planet called Rim. There they found a old abandoned ship, as well as a old AI that wants to murder everything in the galaxy. They managed to fix the ship and run away. We then had the individual stories for each person, with Benny finding that he's actually a clone of his father, and another clone of him was made. They're both dead now, and he's lost his family fortune. Pellet managed to track down and find long-lost family members and rescue them from death. Ricky has managed to find out that there is this other entity, Mara, that he thought was dead but is now alive, and seems to be in cahoots with the City Mind, the ancient AI that wants to murder everything. The Professor has found out that the ancient AI is using nanomachines to convert animals and insects into being giant monster death machines. And Samimi managed to track down the Big Rat and saved their Warren home from a Big Rat invasion. And that is where we've caught up.
And now we get to go on vacation as a party.
Darn
Right? Oh wait,
Well,
no. We still gotta fucking kill a black hole.
And stop the AI that wants to murder everyone.
Correct. Well, I mean, yeah. I'd imagine that it's kind of one and the same.
But
Stop
those,
one of them. We gotta stop.
Those much more grander aspects. You guys
Yeah.
have earned your reprieve for now, and this is the end of Season 1. Now, I've already got Season 2 already set to go, so there's going to be no delay between games. But yes, so the party has leveled up to level 10. They have access to literally millions of credits. Where they
Plenty
can
of
go
room
ahead
for
Collectively.
upgrades. Yeah.
plenty of room for upgrades and all the like.
We
And the
collectively
party-
have access to millions of credits.
Yes.
I was
Wait,
gonna say,
communist,
like,
come
I
on.
don't really have. I don't have millions by myself, or even 1 million. But yeah,
neither.
collectively, we've got millions.
I think each party member got like 500,000.
Yeah, we got a lot.
I'm sitting at least 6.
6 million? Or
Yes.
just 6?
6.
Exactly
Oh, the
6
way he
credits.
spends it.
This is like, when you go to the doctor's office and they're like, you got like terminal something or another. I'll give you 6 what, days?
Yeah.
Hours?
5.
4.
He's already charging the paddles.
So, Simini, because we're on the Warren, what happens to the 3 Skaven pirates that were captured? Are they turned over to the Retrograde? Are they kept here on the Warren?
I know Benny just executed one of them.
Oh yeah, I counted those.
Are any of them like slave branded?
No. All the ones who were slave branded were left on the ship that blew up.
I'm gonna put them in the brig, aka this airlock over here. The station can decide
Alright.
whether or not to open the other door.
Yeah, they get rowdy, we open the door.
Okay, captured Skaven goes from 3 to 0.
Either we're coming in to crack some skulls, or the other door's opening.
I mean, that's an effective legal system,
There you go.
unless they're suicidal.
Or they're space adapted.
True.
In which case, that's a real stinker for the security guards.
Have we? Has there been any other of the black metal? I forget the name at the exact.
Adamas.
Is there any
Yeah, the
Adamas on any of the other pirate Skaven?
Nope, just a big rat.
Just a big rat. Okay. Do we know if any of the other ones have like nanomachines or anything like that? Because they were kind of around that golem. I don't know if they could get infected vicariously.
Running checks? No, none of them were. They all
Okay.
seem to be normal.
Neat.
Thank goodness. Are we slowly getting to what people are doing?
Yeah, so at this point, combat is over. You're in a downtime area. You have days to weeks here at the Warren if you want it. You're pretty much considered heroes for stopping the ship and then coming in and putting down the invasion or the boarding parties.
We'll
As things calm down, Ricky's hangar door closes and locks, and he is letting absolutely nobody in as the sounds of extremely heavy metal can be heard from inside the hangar for 24 hours straight.
What type of heavy metal?
Really fast Sheeran death metal, which is notorious for having lots and lots of instruments.
Oh, by
Okay,
the way,
so music
Like-
heavy metal, not
yes.
the heavy metal of.
Well, there's that
shipping
too.
bill.
There's like there's 3 drummers, all of them with double kicks, 6 bassists, 7 rhythm guitarists, 3 lead guitars, and then 5 singers.
So it's a rock opera.
Yeah,
but without
kind
the
of.
opera. Without
Kinda.
without it's like
It's a lot of noise.
it's
A
a
lot of
rock
noise
orchestra.
potential.
A
Plus, there's
rock
the guy with the-
orchestra.
Plus, there's the guy with the rivet gun. We don't know why he's part of the band, but
There's a rumor that all the members of one of that band at least are kind of in a hive mind situation, which is pretty metal because Sharon's literally escaped that bullshit very recently. And like going back to that for the sake of radical
not-
synchronized sound, that's fucking badass.
It's called polyamory. Come on, people.
Yo, if polyamory came with a hive mind, I'd be into that.
Benny puts fingers to lips like,
All five brides doing all 5 brides, 5 grooms. They're all doing like all trying on rental tuxes and gowns, and they're all the exact same in synchronized movements. Let's fucking do it.
It gives
I don't
me
know.
assurance to be part of that hive mind.
I don't know why, but the first thing I thought of when I heard of that is one of us tells the truth, one of us always lies, and then there's fucking Becky.
Yeah, fuck Becky. Am I right? Becky's a bitch. Don't listen to her. But yeah, the band is a Sheeran band, and Ricky's going to be alone.
Pretty obscure.
Obviously,
Probably haven't heard of them.
yeah, obviously working through quite a bit of stuff. Because he lost Eddie very recently, and he cannot physically touch him because he's still contaminated with heavy amounts of necrocode. He's in one of the stasis pods in the med bay.
Alright, I thought I heard you try and pipe up for a moment, Zim, so...
Zimim?
Sorry, was that me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I thought I heard you try and pipe up earlier, so I wanted to make sure you had room to say what you wanted to say.
I was just gonna ask you to try and release the owner of the notes in the Fantasy Grounds. I don't know if that's a thing that can be done. Also, we are hearing you open a can.
Can has been opened.
Is it the
I
can?
threw him down the well.
Oh,
Is it
for
the same
opening
can?
can?
we just opened on
Jesus
these-
Christ.
He didn't mute his mic.
There is some serious... Alright, that's it.
I
didn't
am
vote
unable
for,
to-
vote for Zim to have this power.
I am unable to release the owners of notes.
Damn. Can you unlock them? Maybe I can, or can you assign an owner?
No, wait, I think I've managed to unlock one.
Oh.
Alright, I can unlock them.
Let me see if I can at least edit them. Which one did you unlock?
I'm unlocking all of them. Starting at the top.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not it's not letting me add it. So I'll just send you the info for the one that was redeemed, and you can add it in.
Alright. Do you change the account name and that's why you can't access them?
Yeah, they're left over from the classic version of Fantasy Grounds, and it doesn't want to work. So I'll just send this to you. I might have added this one. I don't remember.
No, they're not in there. I'll add them now if I can. I think it's letting me do it.
Anyways, what's going on here?
Party has downtime.
Well, the professor would probably be working with his pets, getting them kind of better geared and such. Probably doing some maintenance on their various augments, as well as, getting them all healed up and tended to medically.
Mm-hmm. Because Ember got a pretty solid whack, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it seems to have gone away, which I'm okay with, but,
The system's glue, when you level up, it auto heals you.
Can I elect that, even though he's not here, that we upgrade Pellet's sword for him?
That was a plan.
Yeah, it's been a plan for a couple
For
of
the end of
sessions
the
now.
what?
Ricky had an excellent idea. He might be working on that now. Maybe.
Vibroblade?
Something like that. He was mumbling something about a crystal sword.
A lightsaber.
An elegant weapon from a more civilized age. Ah, General Kenobi.
Wait, he's coughing? Grievous head. COVID. Proof. I'm sorry. I really apologize, but actually I don't.
Crovis.
Yeah, it's... I suppose at some point everybody would notice the lights dim for a brief moment as but then they come back on before there's a distinct sound of a lightning strike somewhere inside the hangar bay. And then
That's assuming you're on the retrograde. If you're inside the Warren, you wouldn't have seen it.
yeah, no, it's on the retrograde.
Because the Warren is a full-size space station. The map that I gave you guys earlier was just a small part of it.
Yeah, they got lots of power. We're on our own reactor. Magic
Actually,
reactor.
the retrograde has I think,
Magic.
single one.
Shenanigans. What's everybody else doing? Personally, I'm interested in hearing what Benny's doing.
I don't know.
Probably hitting his head on a very lot of low-hanging rafters.
No. You see,
Ears.
Benny's ears act basically like antenna, so he's aware of where the ceiling is when his ears brush against it, and his body just immediately makes him crouch.
Here, let me just, No, I think he notices.
In fact, a fun thing to do is if you just take like a board or something and hold it above him and just start bringing it down, his body will immediately start just crouching. You can drive him all the way down to the floor.
Is that kind of... I don't think I push him that low. You usually stop at waist low. So anyway, is that like that weird thing where if you put a frog in a pot of water and turn up the heat slowly, it won't jump out?
Maybe? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Humans used to do it back before the gap. I don't know why humans did it. Seems really mean to the frog, but...
Wait, hold on. How do you know about anything before the gap?
We've got records from before the gap, and after the gap, just not during the gap.
Do we? I thought everyone forgot everything before the gap.
No, just in the gap. That's why it's a gap. See, to have it a gap, you have to have something before it. And something after it. Otherwise, it's just a wall.
I thought it was called the gap because everyone knew, like, you know, they just didn't have all this technology and knowledge lying around. So, like, there was something before, but we don't know what and where.
I don't know, they got records and they've got videos and paintings, I think. Humans are weird. Anyway.
To note, that was me asking out of character, not in character.
Okay.
Yeah, out of character, the gap is called the gap because it's about 3,000 years of history that's just missing.
But you have but you have records from before the 3,000 years.
Yes.
Yep. In fact, some dragons are actually old enough to remember pre-gap.
I mean, yeah, reasonable.
I'm sorry, Jaffer. Just don't know what else to do with the downtime.
That's alright. So, if there is no more downtime, I can push forward with the rest of the story.
I mean, Samimi's mostly upgrading their stuff and spending time catching up with the family. All of the family.
And like I said before, pellet stuff needs to be upgraded, so I guess that falls on me.
Alright, so in that case, I'd be making last call for anyone who wanted to make anything specific in the downtime. Stuff like buying stuff is always separate anyway. You guys, I'm not gonna push you guys too much on that.
After like 24 hours, Ricky would finally like stumble out of the hangar bay. And probably go off to the station's various like tech markets and then come back with a rented domestic drone just full of random crap. That and a nice kind of beat up null space chamber. Because it's exactly what he wanted. Yeah, and then he would start working on a proper blade.
All right. So after, I'd say, almost a week and a half of being on the Warren, you guys will receive a call to go to the Warren's command center.
All right.
I'll take my new drone with me. As following shortly behind is a bipedal robot about as tall as Ricky, maybe a little bit shorter and blunter. But the head and some of the shoulders and chest looks to be made from a similar sort of drone that Eddie was.
The exact first thing in my mind is Atlas.
What's Atlas?
Portal.
Oh, I guess so. I actually had a picture of what they might look like.
Did someone just leave the call?
Schmoid cloak.
Well, no.
Same thing I do every week. I moved them down there. I sent him a message saying that we're getting a lot of background noise several minutes ago. And
Where's the picture?
he'll come back when he notices, I guess.
Here you go.
Ah.
Something pretty similar to that. It looks like it's got a lot of. I'll wait until Voidclaw comes back. Or actually, how about I just pull him right back? So Mimi,
Oh,
hi.
I have no idea what happened.
I moved
I
you
believe
out
you were
because you
judged
were
at some
making
point.
a lot of background noise.
Oh, sorry.
I sent you a
I saw.
PM.
Yeah, Discord's been a little bit flaky lately. Hasn't been blinking properly when I've been getting PMs and stuff.
Yeah. Ricky's new drone is currently has a rather large weapon kind of stored at its side, which is a rather not cobbled together but very dangerous and sort of staticky kind of what looks like a Tesla rod. That's currently by its side, and it's kind of bopping along behind, but it doesn't look very, very good at walking. It kind of loses its balance when it shifts between the gravity of the ship and the station.
Yeah, a lot of people do that the first time. Oh, he's not going to have fun at all. Different parts of the Warren have different gravity.
Yeah, she'll get used to it. Hey, won't you, bud? And the drone just gives a little excited nod. Damn straight.
Now I'm reminded of Pathfinder. Not the game, but the character.
Ah. All right.
So, as you guys all reach the bridge, you guys are notified that the Warren has received a communication from Moldacho. Can I get a culture check from everyone to see if you recognize the name?
Oh, wouldn't you believe it?
This is one of my worst skills.
We're also cultured. Of course, I know. We all know exactly where that is.
Only Zim recognizes it.
Really?
So, Professor, you recognize the name Molachon as being an ancient black dragon.
Huh. I don't like that.
Well, I'm glad that
So-
I recognize that, but what does the professor recognize?
Doesn't know the professor recognizes the name as that of an ancient black dragon.
Oh, okay. Do I know anything else?
That depends. Are we talking about you or the professor now?
Oh, of course, the professor.
So he's an ancient black dragon. He's known for being cruel but not evil.
Keep in mind that's net 20, just in case.
So he was a cruel dragon, but he wasn't necessarily evil. Did have a large collection of items. He didn't tend to like raw gold or silver. He tended to prefer magic items.
Does anybody know who that is?
It's an old, ancient, really, black dragon. He was known for being, cruel, and he likes to, collect, magic items, as it were. Do I know where he is, or, like, where is
No
he?
one knows where he's located.
Okay. So yeah, basically
At first I
the
thought he was
professor's
put into
relaying
place.
all that.
Why is he talking to us? Well, I suppose we're pretty fucking famous at this point.
All right. So the captain of the Warren will actually invite you guys in. the message is actually for the Warren itself. It's not for the party.
Oh.
But he thought that you guys might want to see this. It's a request. It's an order for an awful lot of medical supplies. Some pretty high-grade magic medical supplies, like he's after level 40 plus healing potions sorts of things. You look at it, it's like, that is literally enough magic and healing to try and bring a dragon of his size back from the dead.
Hmm.
And the Captain of the Warren's a bit unsure about what to do with this one. Like, the credits went through, this is, it's all above board, but when you see an order of this size come from something this ancient and well-known, it raises a lot of red flags.
Well, it can't be that well known because only one of us knew what it was on a nat 20.
I mean, we know about. I assume we know about dragons in general.
Yeah. So Ricky was one off. It was DC 30
Oh.
to identify the dragon.
Oh, know which one it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So we. Oh, okay.
Which
So
tells
you're-
me about 1 in 20 people know what it is.
Could I get like a? Could I get a copy of the raw file?
Yeah, they'll transfer your file. It looks like they connected basically to the Nexus via a magic device of some sort,
Oh.
because you can see there, and they've made this request. Basically, it's always like they went down the list and anything that had healing, they've just ticked and just like put 999 into every box and sent request.
I mean, you guys have the supplies to actually fill this order?
Yes, just.
You guys gonna be
So-
okay if you do?
Oh no, it's like I'll be able to fill it, and anything they can't fill directly, they can pick up along the way. This is sort of what they do. Did I hear some enemies want to say something?
I mean, if you need help, I can probably put in some hours. Some.
I was just talking about like having enough medical supplies left afterwards to take care of all the people here.
Oh no, you don't take from your personal stock. Everyone knows that.
They have enough.
I didn't know that.
It's more. They're asking if the party would be willing to make the delivery run.
We got enough
You're
space in
the-
the cargo hold. We get to see a dragon.
Well, you're the largest ship here. It's a massive order, and based on the red flags they're seeing, they'd like something that can sort of defend itself more than a transport.
I mean, it is kind of my job. That is what I do around here, technically.
Will it be bringing us close to Rim?
No, actually, it won't be taking you close to Rim. It's a asteroid, a relatively large asteroid that's out in just the outside edges of the inner core of the Absalon systems.
Got a message for you, Jaffer. But I think Ricky's going to take the he's gonna take the raw file and he's gonna start looking at it a little bit more skeptically. I want to try to make sure that that's actually a real recording and not like a deep fake sort of thing. And
Think of it more like they've made an Amazon order. If you do want to try and backtrack it, give me a computers roll, and I will need someone else to make a mysticism roll as well, since it is a magic device that's connected.
Oh.
All right.
I am
So you-
slightly upset that you have a higher mysticism modifier than I do.
Sorry. It's a racial thing for me.
All right. So you guys are able to actually sort of backtrace the signal a little bit, and you're able to actually see basically what the recording device or what the magic device saw as the dragon was making the order. You all ready?
Heck yeah. Ooh. Look at you.
Is that what he normally looks like, or
Nope. Normally he looks like his black dragon. The orb in his hand is what he's using to make the request, by the way.
So he's looking rough.
Yeah.
He's trying to bring himself back to life.
That's a neat trick.
I'm not seeing any artifacting. I'm not seeing any little fingerprints that lead me to believe that this is it's like a disguise hologram, or it's like an AI sort of thing. So that's probably what he actually looks like. And I can't imagine that is very fun to be like that.
this presents a very rare opportunity?
Kill him? Sorry,
Potentially.
I didn't mean to say that out loud.
I mean,
Go ahead,
I
what were you
don't
going to say?
think it's a good idea to kill your clients. Just in general.
You know, unless they're giant dragons that may have giant hordes of various goods, especially magical items.
Benny, I think you're going at this the wrong way.
Am I?
Yeah,
But I guess we have
probably.
the same sort of idea. Professor, how bad was this guy?
He wasn't evil. It was more of a, he just has a reputation to be cruel rather than evil directly, you know.
This has nothing to do with morality. This is just business.
You just make the delivery and fuck off?
We could potentially deliver him, instead of healing potions, a bunch of poison, because it's very likely that he would have a crap ton of magical shielding and various other items that would basically make fighting him an impossibility, even if he was one shot away from death.
I myself would say we just make the delivery and not cause any harm.
It's hard to redeem yourself if you're dead.
True.
Can you reshare that image, Jaffer, please?
How about we just, like, whatever. We'll
Alright,
just...
Shed.
I don't know how much of a say this is anyway, since I'm in no way part of this delivery company.
I mean, you're part of the ship that's theoretically delivering it.
True.
I'm
Yeah,
not just
that-
gonna commandeer the ship.
I'm just trying to
No.
point out that we have a very rare opportunity here. A very rare opportunity.
Far away is he?
I would be no part of attempting to kill someone, regardless.
It
Not
would
for
be-
something like this.
As for the how far away, it would be 2d6 days of drift.
Okay, so about a week-ish.
Each way.
No. Well, fuck. We gotta head back towards fucking Rim soon. Because the city mine's still fucking alive. Plus,
What do you propose?
if we're there, we can make more arc steel. And we can get more cures made.
Can we make more?
We just need arc steel. We don't have any.
Yeah, but can we make more?
Make arc steel.
Well, they got a big ass forge there, and I was under the impression that that's really the only place that you can make it without getting into an actual star.
Correction. They had 2 forges, which we made go nuclear.
So the 2 cores you made go nuclear were major production facilities. Also, there is a lot of arc steel lying around on the planet.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we could find enough to at least get all of us inoculated.
Plausibly.
Well, you have enough to
we
get
do,
you party inoculated?
Yeah, we do.
Another thing potentially to be pointed out. If we do potentially kill this dragon, it's very likely that he might have some sort of magical artifact or something of that nature that could greatly assist us with destroying the city mine.
You could also just fucking ask him.
But he could say no.
Yeah, and he could have biometrics installed on his hiding holes.
He has done nothing to me, and nothing that I am aware of recently, so I will not take part in trying to kill him.
Yeah, let's just... I don't know. Maybe we'll figure something out on the way there.
All right.
So the party's going to accept.
I don't see any of us playing good tonight.
Yeah.
It's more a question of what we do after we accept.
Mm-hmm.
After you accept, the station commander is going to be very thankful and is going to basically help you guys load the retrograde up with all the medical supplies.
Way.
So, before we leave, did anyone want to do anything else?
I think I've gotten everything that I need. I've gotten all the materials I need to start making the sword, at least. I think that was it.
Remind me, did we actually get a good melee weapon off of killing the big rat?
No.
Okay.
It's a big pistol, though. Remember that.
There's a big pistol.
yeah,
I got a sniper rifle.
Yeah, so they had the pistol, the sniper rifle, and he had a it was the pain stick, so it was a stun weapon.
Okay. Either way, I will do something to upgrade Pellet's weapon. I guess we'll talk more about that when Pellet is actually around.
Mm-hmm.
Alright then. In that case, if there's nothing else happening, can I get someone to roll me 2d6 for travel time?
Here I
On
come, I am sin. What?
There you go. Get it.
perfectly average.
Hell yeah! Exactly how long I knew it would take. I would like to take this time to finish fixing The Adamas axe.
All right then.
The Atom Axe, if you will.
Adam axe. The
In that
proper
case, I will
shredding
need-
axe.
I'll
And
need a repair roll
engineering.
from you. Oh yeah, the engineering roll.
Engineering. I've only
31.
got. So that would be up to 431 repair out of 500.
Yep. So you're almost there.
I'm almost there. Do I get it to roll once per day, or would that be just once overall?
Generally, it's once per downtime.
Gotcha. And I did not put any time into it beforehand. I'm going to spend my other free time starting to put my ship together.
I guess there is one thing I could do during downtime.
Yep.
I would like to see if there are any like high tier either scientists, engineers, researchers, stuff like that on the job market that I can hire and or contract for company.
All right. You'll have to roll me a skill check. Pick one that you think is most appropriate for it.
Well, I have my business profession. I've got computers, diplomacy.
Probably business.
I said, pick one you think is most appropriate.
Well, there's no real investigate. I guess my business profession.
All right.
Wow.
Yep. You can't find anyone on the market right now.
Okay.
Like, no one.
Yep.
To the point that the rest of the party members, if they choose to point this out to you, will be their own. But you didn't actually connect. You're trying to look up on a blank page.
All right.
All right. As you guys approach the location, you receive a ping from seems to be a relatively high-pitched voice, thanking you for coming as quickly as you have, and providing you with coordinates for a hangar that they would like everything delivered.
Would it, since we do have the data from when the dragon made the order, would we recognize it as being the same sort of voice, or would we otherwise recognize it as being from a certain race?
If you had to take a guess at the race for the voice, you might think kobold.
Yeah.
That fits.
I was gonna say
tracks.
every dragon's got a like.
Kobold army.
Yeah.
All right.
But you think these dragons pilot their own ships and build their own space stations? Nah.
Fair. That's very fair.
In fact, as you communicate, the little kobold appears on screen.
Oh, look at the boy.
I want to boop the snoot.
I prefer the cute kobold pics than the ugly kobold pics.
What about the ones that look like salamanders from Pathfinder 2?
Don't think I've seen that one yet.
I'll share after the stream.
All right. Yes, you've got a the little kobold thanks you for arriving and directs you to a hangar to deliver everything.
Looks like a little pellet.
The hangar is too small for the retrograde to dock itself, but the professor's shuttle, which I'm guessing has the most cargo space of anyone's ship, will fit in there.
Well, I guess we're taking the Xeno,
Xenoseeker?
something like that.
I don't
It
remember
will
what
take
name we
multiple
gave it.
trips to deliver.
Isn't it the Xenofinder?
It's a Xenoseeker.
I think
the
it is the
Xenoseeker.
Xenoseeker.
All right. So what we do is we just click on the little spaceship in the top right corner.
I've just linked it. So that's the Xenoseeker.
So it's got so much cargo. 25 tons.
Yeah, so it'll still
That's a
take
lot.
you four back and forth trips.
Ooh boy.
Mm-hmm.
So we just park outside of the conceivable location.
Just park off the asteroid. It's when we say asteroid, it's more like it was an asteroid and now has been hollowed out and built around and turned into a station. Certainly not as big as Absalon or Warren.
But large enough to hold a dragon.
I'd probably say it's the station overall is about 3 times the size of the retrograde.
As we're ferrying cargo back and forth, Ricky's is kind of fairly quiet. Sumimi, this
Hmm?
you ever feel homesick?
I was just home.
Before that,
Yeah, kind of. It helps that my family and I can open calls and video chats all the time. We're literally everywhere. It's kind of hard not to run into one of us, actually.
is it weird to be homesick for somewhere you don't want to go back to? That you really don't like?
I don't think I've ever run into that myself. I like the Warren. It's home.
And we call that, my friends, Stockholm Syndrome.
I don't know. I came from a place that was kind of like this. Not this one, mind you. I don't think so. I'd probably recognize if it was, but it fucking sucked. But every day I at least for a little while, I kind of want to go back at least to visit. Then I remind myself why I left.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get that.
Maybe it's just because it's familiar.
There's a lot to be said for nostalgia. Like I said, I like the Warren. It's home to me. I gotta leave somebody to clean my apartment after we made a mess of it, but
Can't believe we
most of the time
fit
when
that
I go
many
back
people
up,
in it.
you'd be surprised.
Jeffrey, am I nearby? Are we nearby to that, by the way?
Not that you're aware of.
All right. I haven't been keeping track of where it's at. Or something like that.
If
Alright.
that's sort of the point for your next major story. So
Okay. He'll put a little mental note in it then.
so yes, you guys do spend a fair amount of time moving the cargo off the retrograde onto the Xenoseeker, then into the hangar, and off the Xenoseeker into the hangar bays. You do notice that most of the doors in this area are not dragon-sized. In fact, Samimi, you'd feel they're about Yosoki and/or kobold-sized.
Saw that secret roll.
I don't know what that secret roll's for.
I kind of want to start seeing if I can sniff into their data net, or into their infosphere. I kind of want to see what they're getting up to. If they're up to some cultist stuff, or just what public access stuff I can get into from the ship.
Alright, give me a computers roll.
Meanwhile, Samimi is going to be in the hangar on the Dragon's ship, just playing liaison officer.
-2 from that. So, oh
Wow.
good lord.
So, Samimi, you don't need anything for defecting. It's basically almost consider the whole thing a small, pared-down version of the Warren. So there are multiple kobold families and clans that are here. It's more of the, hey, anyone want a job on the ship, and you'll get kobolds putting their hands up to want to join the crew. It's like if someone showed up to the Warren and they said, hey, anyone want to join the ship? There'd be a few people who'd put their hands up.
Aren't they kind of bound in service? Because they're kobolds and this is a dragon?
As long as the dragon is taken care of, he doesn't really care what the kobold servants do.
Does he even notice the kobold servants?
Yeah, how is... Do we get any glimpses of him?
Not as yet.
Okay.
But yeah, as long as the kobold servants do their job and he's taken care of, he doesn't really pay them much attention. He doesn't care what they do in their spare time, as long as it doesn't interrupt him or stop their work. And he doesn't care if they fight each other, go to war, some leave the station. As long as everything is taken care of, he couldn't care less. As for the computers roll like that, you're able to pretty much access most of the station, the station's computer systems. The only part you're not able to access is pretty obviously the dragon's personal storage.
Mm-hmm. This is some pretty bad public policy here.
It's run by kobolds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can tell. There's a lot of misspellings in straight up server definitions that should not be misspelled.
Man, you think
I
human
wasn't-
code is spaghetti code.
Oh god. He's like retching.
Theirs isn't spaghetti code. Theirs is tumbleweed code.
Yeah, it's slowly accreting mass.
Is that function calling itself?
Oh god, I don't want to think about it. I've been staring at it, and I've had it on the giant screen for 5 minutes, and I'm trying to figure out why. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? I'm getting too into this. I need to stop.
Wait. Did you expose Ku to this code?
No, it's just
Are
a
you trying to get
screenshot.
her locked again?
No, it's not. It's just a screenshot. I swear to God. I don't think... Honestly, a lot of my scripts didn't work because they were designed to work with, like, legitimate computer programs. I'm pretty sure it only exists because they believe that some genius wrote it.
Security through obscurity.
I know, right? It's so it's just so like.
No one can hack my server code. It's written in Kobold.
Mm-hmm.
They misspelt Boolean consistently.
That's misspelled. It's balloon here. It's Bula here.
No. It's
That
misspelled
one
consistently.
literally says Trolls. What the fuck? I don't want to look at it, but I can't look away. It's like a starship wreck in slow motion.
Oh no! Oh no!
Frozen
Ricky
in
got caught
time.
in a logic loop.
Oh god. He's just like staring at some of the like code fragments he'd found on the big screen, just like slack-jawed. Someone has to like move him away to restart him.
They didn't know how to make the programs end, so they just literally ended everyone with something that makes the program crash.
And then we start zooming in, and it turns out the letters are just ASCII art of even worse code.
Oh god.
And what do you expect from them? Like, you think they actually use this system, or you think they just go back to the old-fashioned, yelling things? Like, when you guys deliver stuff, you notice that one wall has like one of those old-school, like scoreboards on it, with kobolds running behind it, physically changing the letters out.
Oh god. I'm disconnecting. I don't want to see any more of this.
We see a whiteboard with a days since last accident.
No. It's hours since last accident.
There you go.
It's
And
still
it's
blank.
at 1.
They always have to reset it because the guy who goes up there does it on a rolly chair. Reset the clock.
One time he
Interestingly
got
enough-
really fancy and he like wiped it clean on the way down.
Interestingly enough, for as incompetent as they are in a lot of things, they do actually seem to be fairly efficient at moving all this equipment off the Xenoseeker. They're able to very quickly empty the cargo hold in about a quarter of the time you would expect them to be able to do it. They don't
Just-
really have any heavy lifting equipment either. It's mostly just the massive
A lot of them, yeah. I look over at the professor and I just kind of say, hive mind.
The
That's my
professor
only
is
explanation.
not available right at the moment. He's got to take
Oh.
a phone call.
Oh, okay.
As in Zim's not available. But no, it's not a hive mind. It's more just these guys have been working together like this to serve a dragon for hundreds of generations.
Gotcha.
Like, they were originally black cobalt. They were originally black scale kobolds. But as you can see in the picture, they're a fair bit more pale now, just because they've been living inside an asteroid for so long.
Did you guys want like an actual healer to take a look, or does he have that covered?
We'll ask him. Let's ask him. And they beckon you guys to come along.
We're about to get in the deep end.
Yeah,
I've
Samim
never-
has the look of, oh god, we're
I've
about to get in the deep end.
I've never talked to a dragon before of you.
You know, I might just want to stay in the ship.
I mean,
Technically, once.
look, if there's
She
more
was-
of us in
She was
there,
kind of dead at the time, though. I mean, kind of.
all my danger senses are going off, but it's probably one of the few opportunities in my life to ever see a dragon up close.
Well,
Might be your
look at it
first
this
and
way.
last.
Hey,
Look at it
first
this
and
way.
last, yeah.
If it's hard for me to heal you, it's probably going to be hard for him to negative you to death.
True. What sort of magic do black dragons do?
As old as this one is, Yes.
All of it.
Well, I mean a lot. Okay. Thank goodness I'm not sensitive to that or anything. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be terrible to be sensitive to magic.
Molly, come on. And kind of falls along.
So we've got Void Cloak going. We've got Ricky going. I'm just going to assume the Professor is going as well because the chance to see a dragon, or mostly a live dragon, up close.
Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna miss out on that.
Yep. Is Benny coming?
I'll go because I trust the DM to just not all kill us at once.
That's an awful lot of trust.
I know.
I'm not you.
But did Dova do that?
I would do that.
So
I'd hit him with the breath.
you guys are led through the led through this sort of almost maze of corridors. Seems like half of it is built and the other half is just carved out of the rock. You guys are thoroughly lost within around a dozen turns, but the kobold just keeps on walking forward. He's like, he knows exactly where he's going. And eventually you come to a set of doors that look bigger. Not quite, the size you would expect from a full dragon. Maybe it's big enough for a juvenile dragon.
Maybe it got stuck. I just say that to myself. I don't really say that very loud at all.
And they open to reveal an enormous chamber. The chamber could easily fit the whole of the retrograde inside of it.
That must cost a lot to heat.
On the back wall, you see two enormous doors. Those doors would be more than big enough to accommodate the retrograde and the dragon that's taking up a majority of the room.
Do you think they really need to worry about heating when they breathe fire?
Maybe. God damn, that's big.
He doesn't.
So to put this in perspective, that sphere the dragon is holding is bigger than the entire party combined.
Ooh, alright.
Like, you could all go inside that sphere and it would be a very big, hamster ball for you guys.
So it's like maybe about the size of an escape pod?
Wow, I was expecting a Palantir, but what we got is the Dim Dome.
No, it'd be much bigger than an escape pod.
Blitzball Arena?
Yeah, probably about that.
The Dimmadome.
I'm
Dragon
Doug
just
Dimmadome.
leaves up. Dragon just leans over. I'm Doug Dimmadome.
How
Owner
tall
of
is
the
his
Dimsdale
hat?
Dimmadome. Holds up the ball. Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
The dragon is curled up. You can see that he is appearing to be almost decaying in front of you. There's ooze coming out from between his scales. One of his eyes appears to have just melted away. You can see bone everywhere.
That ain't
Well,
good.
Yeah,
was
pretty
gonna-
much the picture there you can see he's in a pretty bad way.
Just gonna ask if you needed a healer, but no, I see the answer.
In fact, he doesn't even appear to be drinking the potions. The kobolds appear to just be pouring it into a drip connected directly to his neck.
Ricky's gonna whisper over the data net, just saying, "Holy shit, he's big."
So I'm assuming they're just delaying the inevitable, but how much of a delay are we talking about here?
If they keep this up and they keep like the 100 tons of supplies they got, will probably last them
About a month.
about a month is what the 100 tons of supplies will last. If they can keep getting supplies, they can probably keep them alive for about a year or more. Or a little more than a year.
Does the dragon seem to notice us at all?
You don't have a way of telling, because the only side of the dragon's face you can see doesn't have an eye.
Does he just like start talking to us?
Nope. You
Or
can
he
hear it.
does, or
You
doesn't.
can hear the breathing. It does sound pained and labored breathing.
Mm.
I'm activating environmental controls. There are some things you just don't need to smell.
Beep.
Overripe black dragon is probably one of them.
Ooh. It's a real good smell.
Would it be medicine, mysticism, or life science to try and diagnose what is actually happening to him?
Mysticism.
Nope.
Ooh.
Yep, a 25 is probably not going to do it for you there. I will roll a mysticism for the professor, because Zim is currently indisposed. I'll make the roll for him.
Can I look it up on WebMD?
Excuse you. It's called Drift Dock.
Mysticism.
Yeah, you get ghosts in your blood. You should do drugs about it. I see that one hit home.
No, not at all.
Alright, a 37 from the professor's mysticism will reach the 30 mark. So the professor would be able to inform the party that the dragon's magic appears to be being drained.
Hmm.
Is it the dimmer ball?
No. That appears to just be a enormous foci for divination and the like.
Hmm.
Pretty much, it's his magic internet connection.
See, this is what internet addiction does to people.
I'm sorry, I've never heard a better term than the dimmable.
The Dima orb.
The dimmable.
But as you know, dragons are beings of magic, and when the magic just starts to be drained, it has a severe negative impact on them.
When did this start occurring?
It started occurring about the same time the black hole was spotted.
Hmm.
Have you tried shunting the asteroid into the drift?
They have not tried. They don't have any way to do it.
We just need some thrusters and a drift drive.
No, you don't even need the thrusters.
Really? No.
Warren doesn't have one.
You just need a drift drive big enough, though.
That's where the trouble starts, I'd imagine.
See, the Warren can cheat, because each individual ship that's added on has its own drift drive, and you just synchronize them all to go off at once.
I mean, there's that. There's also the fact that we originally found a colony ship.
I mean, I would agree this would normally be a problem, but this is an actual literal dragon. I'm pretty sure he can afford one.
It's less about affording and more trying to find something like the technology does not exist to create one big enough to make an asteroid.
Disappear.
Yeah. Because asteroids
Ta-da!
tend to be fairly chunky. and the masses involved are huge.
Speaking of the asteroid, I go down and scratch at the ground here a little bit. Start making sure that it's not magic draining rock.
No, it's pretty much normal ferrocore asteroid.
If this was magic draining rock, I feel like they would have noticed this problem a lot sooner. Like maybe before they built a station around it.
Maybe. Mr. Kobold person.
Well,
Yeah?
What's the lead content of the surrounding station?
does lead drain magic?
No idea what the lead is. It's rock.
Oh, you see, lead is this metal. It's a little bit silvery, but it's kind of dull. It doesn't actually shine very much, and it makes you stupid if you eat it. In fact, no, there's no lead in the rock.
How do you know so much about rocks?
You learn a lot of stuff when you live in a giant station made of metal.
Hmm.
About what's safe to eat and what isn't.
Did you lick the walls a lot?
What does lead taste like?
It's kind of sweet.
Aren't most metals?
No, most of them are, well, metallic.
Damn.
They're a little tangy. Usually tinny. Very tinny taste. Tin sort of word.
Hmm.
What was I asking? Oh, right. Have you tried lead shielding? That stops a lot of magic.
No, we haven't.
Lead's not too expensive.
You bought literally hundreds of billions of credits worth of magic potions before you tried lead shielding.
We don't know what lead shielding is. We do what Dragon
I'm
says.
back, sorry.
Welcome
back, Sim.
I'm back.
We're
So-
diagnosing the dragon now. We're standing in front of him, but he hasn't seen us because he's missing an entire eye.
Can he hear us, by the way, Mr. Kobold Man?
Yeah.
Is
He
he
just
just
sees.
ignoring us? Are you just ignoring us?
You'll get this ever so slight huff, and this puff of green mist comes out of the dragon's nose.
I think that'd be a yes.
Yeah, it's probably a yes.
So, give me an engineering roll, though, to take a look around.
Would this be something that I would be able to do as well, or is this just a Mimi?
Everyone can make the roll.
What kind of roll was it?
Oh, come on!
This -6. Oh God! That'd be 40. It's on a 1.
Okay, what are we
It was on
rolling?
a roll.
What for?
Engineering.
Absolutely.
It's to look around the room and see.
Oh, what? That flipped onto a 20, then back to a 2, like it had backspin.
I am well
Ooh,
aware
Irish on
because Chim decided. I was handing my Chim's phone back to him, and he took all of the luck that he had granted me with him.
There it goes.
I
And
can
you
hear
all
Zim
the luck
looking at
during
him as he
this
says
game.
this.
A 30 is still enough, though.
Oh, okay. I guess a 30 is still
So-
enough.
You guys are able to see that despite the fact that Kobold not knowing what lead shielding is, it appears there is some sort of shielding built around most of the room. It doesn't appear to be lead, though. You'd guess it's probably something a bit bigger or more important.
Hmm.
And with a 40 plus from Ricky, you can tell it's orichalcum.
What
I
does
assume that's
orichalcum do?
strong.
You know how lead stops things passing through?
Mm-hmm.
Orichalcum is that, but extra for magic.
Okay.
So basically, he's tried to shield himself as best he can.
Oh,
So he's already got. Okay.
I stand by what I said earlier.
Do you have an idea of what might be causing this already?
and is it something you think we can kill? What? We're all
Yeah.
thinking it.
Yeah, we gotta. Come on.
I'm good at
we
killing
think
things.
we think it's the black hole thing that's eating up planets.
Oh,
Apparently,
yeah.
it's eating magic as well.
At figures.
Oh.
Hey, do you have anything big and fucking like powerful? Because honestly, we're gonna. I mean, at least fucking try to kill that black hole here in the nearish future.
Hmm.
You want to help us at all, or?
Well, I want to help. I want to help my dragon.
Mm-hmm. I was more referring. Whatever.
How to cure your dragon.
Wow, he is really ignoring us.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty high-ranking priestess. Priestess?
Free
Uh,
monk.
uh,
What about that? You just use monk.
Oh, he can't talk.
A cleric is like, oh, okay. How do you communicate with him then?
So maybe I rolled just a regular nat 20.
of course I fucking did, on my pant check.
You are wearing pants.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
In fact,
You-
a military uniform, actually, from the Warren.
Oh,
He could
Sharp.
talk, but the decay. Well, you see, there no mouth.
mm-hmm.
There's just bone, so he can't talk.
How do you talk with him now?
Well, he tells us what to do. We know what our dragon wants.
Okay.
How does he tell you what to do?
On a
They've-
scale from 1 to
They've
10.
been serving this dragon for hundreds of generations.
How
So-
annoyed with us is he right now?
He's not annoyed.
Okay, good.
It's
See?
not with us.
No tail twitch. Not annoyed. He's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad about the party too sometimes.
I'm always sad.
Always.
We could get you more of that potion,
Zim?
and then
I did say that your character came along into the room with the dragon because the
That's
professor
fine.
would want to. You would want to see a real dragon.
just pull out the bingo card and mark off Black Dragon.
I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Samimi. Sorry.
We can get you another one of those potion doses, and, well, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, will we make more orders? We think we hit this. Gave us around 2 weeks.
Oh, no, I was talking to Benny.
What?
Well, I did have this crazy plan to try to trick the stupid bird into killing the black hole by tricking the black hole into trying to attack the city mind, which might actually solve 3 problems at the same time now that I think about it.
How would we do that?
Oh, I'm going to go
Alright,
touch the God Rock.
Upon you saying that, the dragon actually stirs. You can feel the entire asteroid shake a little bit as it stirs. All of the kobolds in the room just immediately turn and stare. Now, the stirring isn't much. He moves his head a little bit. A couple of claws tap briefly. And then the room sort of explodes in chatter among all of the kobolds before your little friend turns to you. He says big bird attracted to magic.
Really? So if we set off a magic bomb next to the black hole, behind the black hole,
Black hole
Something-
attracted to life. Bird attracted to magic.
well, life is magic. Wait, you guys know that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but specifically, more life equals black hole. More magic equals bird.
That's gonna be tricky then.
I
How do we
do recall a story from a long, long ago, before the gap, you know, where they said that friendship was magic. Perhaps we just need a lot of friends nearby.
That's gonna be hard.
I just caught myself almost throwing Zim into the black hole.
I almost wanted to throw myself in for that, but it had to be done.
I almost wanted to canonically just punch them.
It's the worst part there is I'm actually building a Warhammer 40k list, and the two main characters in it are Daybreaker and Nightmare Moon. And then the joke is, friendship is magic, but magic is heresy.
Anywho.
Yes.
Let me get my Edgeworth logic engine running. Wow, okay. I roll high on the really not so useful checks. Fine, okay. Thank you, game.
Well, hold on. If life is magic and the bird is attracted to magic and the sphere is attracted to life,
We
the city
can-
mind is sitting on a well of massive amounts of souls. Does that count as life?
Nope.
That's kind of the opposite of life, actually. It's kind of death.
Hmm.
But if we were to gather a whole lot of people on Rim, that would attract the black hole towards Rim.
Cool. What do we do with all the people?
I think Nye would attack long before the black hole actually posed a threat to them, because the city mind wouldn't let them get threatened like that. Because those are potential resources for the city mind.
Right, but the city mind would just want their souls, so what would stop the city mind from seeing that we're doing this and just literally killing everyone?
Well, the other option is to find some major artifacts and stick them on the other side of the black hole from Nye.
Well, we are in fact sitting in a giant room full of many magical items. In fact, it's surprising that Nye himself has not come here yet. It's probably the magical shielding.
It's already got super heavy fucking magic shielding, which isn't doing much against the whole life draining thing, might I add. Or maybe it is.
Oh, that is a scary thought.
Since you've got contact with other dragons, have you heard of this shit happening to other dragons? What?
He's a black dragon. They're loners, usually.
Oh.
Sorry, my
most
friend
part,
is stupid.
I don't know what fucking shit about them.
Just,
Sorry.
I want to say something, but I'm not sure it's appropriate.
Send it to me in PM and I will approve or deny. Yeah, let's avoid that one.
Okay.
Also, Zim, this is something that came up while you were away. The reason the kobolds are this sort of grey, pale color is they were originally black-scale kobolds. They've been on this asteroid serving Molcon for so long, that's their color now.
They hadn't been getting their vitamin D.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Which in this case stands for Vitamin Dragon.
So yeah, it's just over the generations, the pigment has lightened.
You know, my original plan probably would still work. It's still gonna suck though. On the other hand, I don't suppose you've got anything that would work as bait.
Like, there's plenty that would work as bait in here.
That isn't the dragon himself.
Ah, fair.
That he'd be willing to at least temporarily part with.
Oh no, there's no temporary about this.
Yeah.
That he would be willing to part with then.
I mean, once we take it, we will then have it in our possession and thus be attracted to us.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to drop into drift immediately. Like, immediately. Probably make a series of drift jumps.
Okay, out of character question here.
Yep.
Would we be able to use UPBs to create a shield that we could then take down later?
What do you mean?
UPBs aren't
Orichalcum.
going to be able to create... Yeah, UPBs aren't going to be able to make an Orichalcum shield. However, give me... Anyone who wants to can give me a diplomacy check.
I'm staying far away from that.
I mean, I guess I might as well try. But, this is my, I want to say, third weakest skill? Yeah.
Oh, come on!
You know, the
Ricky doesn't
professor
wanna
is
take a
useless.
shot?
I ain't fucking with this.
The professor is useless in combat, but at least he's got decent skills.
You know what? Ricky's been doing a lot of the talking so far anyways, towards the dragon at least.
Okay.
Who knows?
All right. As a collective, you managed to reach 50. Which was what you needed. Without Ricky, you were at 48.
Oh! I
So-
just made so much sense.
Yeah, the
I'm not good at
professor.
talking, but I get the facts across, you know?
The professor is conveying that, what if we were to use some of the shielding here in order to rig up a shielded location upon the ship that we could safely transport and hide the materials?
Well, first we gotta get him to agree to even give us any materials.
Right. Again, the dragon shifts much more subtly this time. There's no big shift or shudder in the asteroid. Again, a lot of the kobolds around the room turn, look, and then you see a large squad of maybe 40 or more run off into one of the side rooms. After several minutes, they all carry out what appears to be a large stone box. And your little friend guide here says, "This for you, do not open."
Does this box happen to have 2 poles on either side and some big old winged creatures on the top, and just seems to be very ornate?
Nope.
Maybe made of
the
gold.
Box, the box appears to be made of pure orichalcum.
Oh, it seems they already had a containment device ready.
You think he's going to leave his big fancy artifacts just sitting in the open?
If you got into the dragon's back room, it would just be like at the end of Indiana Jones where everything's in boxes.
Yes. This for you, do not open. If it survives, please destroy it.
I don't like that. Do we open it when we're in the position we want to lure it to, or just never open this?
The kobold sort of looks to the dragon, looks back. Open when trap ready.
Okay. Well, time to set potentially apocalyptic events into motion.
You're not gonna open it, are you?
Potentially. Do you not remember Corona?
Yeah, that was very actually apocalyptic.
So anyone who has access to cast any amount of spells, please give me either a mysticism or perception. If you can't
I'm not
cast
even gonna-
spells, unfortunately you can't roll for this one.
Ooh.
I'm hoping my
gonna-
natural spells work as well.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I don't think I can cast spells.
I am literally a mystic. What is going on with my rolls tonight? I got a nat
Alright.
20 to remember what's in my pants.
Alright, so the Professor with a 30 and Samimi with your the fact that you are a mystic and a pure spellcaster class, whatever is in this box gives off a horrible feeling.
So I wasn't even going to ask if there is chanting when we start picking up the box. I was just going to ask, is it in backwards Latin or just Latin?
So, and with a 30, Zim, you're pretty sure there's one of these inside.
I cannot open that because I did not pass. So I shall not look.
I don't need to open it. I know what that is.
I have no idea what that is.
They're created when an atrocity occurs, but only the largest atrocities. Supernatural agent of the Devourer.
So, in other words, once we're done doing what we're going to do, we're just going to make another one of these.
Basically, these things are...
I will feed you to the black hole before letting you create one of these things.
I didn't say I wanted to create one of these things. I'm just saying, like, the things we're about to do is probably going to spawn one of these.
No, as in, an atrocity is almost like a demigod creature.
Oh, never mind then.
When they enter the galaxy, an atrocity sphere is created.
So, more like an abomination.
Ooh, I want this. Can I put it on
Oh,
my
dear.
pets?
Oh Christ!
Don't.
You want to take it out of the box?
Don't.
Not in front of the big giant dragon, no.
Let's not. Like, do you know that thing in Jamberry's work where the first time a baby laughs, the event is so magical that it creates a fairy? This would be like the first time one of these things is birthed into the universe, it creates one of these. Because it's such a horrific, terrifying event. Planets die to these things.
All right, well, let's move the orb and let's set into motion a black hole attacking a god and a demigod killer.
Hell. Yeah.
Right, so the kobolds help you move the box. They don't just drop it and ask for you to move it. They'll happily move the box onto the Xenoseeker, which has finished its runs back and forth with a whole 100 tons of medical supplies and potions and everything. Oh, and you also missed the dragon has a drip hooked up directly to his neck that that is basically being fed by a vat of healing potion.
Ah, okay.
So he literally has healing potions plugged directly into his veins.
And they ain't helping. Well, they are, but you know,
They're stopping
not for much longer.
And I don't know if you were here for this, but basically, the dragon's magic is being drained.
I think that was the main bit.
What?
I said I don't know if you were there for it, but what's killing the dragon is the fact that his magic is being drained.
By the black hole, or at least so we
Okay,
presume.
by the black hole. That's what I asked.
Yeah, it started at exactly the same time the black hole appeared.
So, would we be able to track down the black hole and drift over to it in such a way that we could pop out outside of its gravitational pull?
Assuming it works like a regular black hole. Yeah.
Sort of. So you can tell where it is, or at least where it is at the moment. It does appear to sort of just move from planet to planet. It's sort of just eating away at the edge of the galaxy as it comes in.
Not good. Not good at all.
Is there a pattern?
Bigger
It
issue
seems
right
to go
now.
for the closest planet with the most amount of life.
The bigger issue right now isn't tracking the black hole necessarily.
Oh?
You just crackled out there,
Yeah,
Samir.
you-
Sorry.
Give me a second. Said the bigger question right now isn't where's the black hole, it's where is Nye? Because if we're going to bait Nye into fighting the black hole, we need to know where both of them are. And the black hole's a lot easier to find.
Well, if we want to know where Nye is, we can just pop open that box.
That's a bad idea. Let's not do that right now. Or nearby here at all, actually.
Wow.
Let's have a way out if we actually open it.
I mean, my thought was just tie a chain to the top of the box and launch the thing out of a torpedo chute.
It might, I mean, that might probably do well as well.
Because that way we can be on this side of it and the box will be moving when the lid comes off. Moving away from us.
Mm-hmm.
That last part's important.
I don't think Nye will appear the exact moment this magic is exposed. Like, I assume Nye still has some form of traveling it has to do. I feel like our main issue is going to be keeping near the black hole.
Right, we've got
I am fairly.
part of the crew as well now.
Hey.
I am fairly certain that that Ku will be able to maintain our distance well enough.
All right, so I've gone ahead and added Foxfru as a kitsune into the to the list. So thank you very much, Foxfru, for redeeming a crew member.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Got a kitsune engineer.
My engineering space.
Gotta move that
Unga.
gear up.
Unga, no like sharing.
So, yes, and as you guys load up onto the ship, you do notice there are about a dozen or so kobolds just sitting in the Xenoseeker, almost like they're waiting.
Oh god, you guys coming with?
Well, we're invited. And they all point to Samimi.
It looks to me.
Samimi looks smug right now.
Right.
Right.
I'm going to say that there's a dozen here. There's probably 10 to 20,000 kobolds on the station.
Since they're all gathered here in the Xenoseeker, I'm just gonna speak out rather sternly. I'm gonna say, if I find any of you inside my hangar, which is very clearly marked and very loud, I'm going to feed you to the engine. Okay?
Like the engine's gonna eat them. You
Yeah,
know he's a picky eater.
Give me a. Could you go with me, Samimi, for a sec? Can we have a word?
Yeah? What's up?
You and I know that. They don't know that.
You realize that for a kobold, being fed to their dragon is an honor?
I don't know that.
Ricky, you know they have sensitive ears, right?
That should keep them away then.
And
Exactly.
Okay. Still, though, I want them to know that they're not allowed in without an invitation. I'll put a fucking sign up or whatever.
I don't know. That guy looks kind of keen. He brought his own spanner.
You can't
Oh,
come into my
wait.
hangar.
No.
Yeah, he's
that's
not
a
even a
pipe.
kobold. Yeah, it's a lead pipe. Hey, there's the lead.
Okay, guys. Show of hands. Who is good at fixing stuff?
They all put their hands up.
Oh Christ!
All right. Who is actually good at fixing things?
They all keep their hands up.
Yeah, that's not going to change their mind. That
Ricky,
yeah.
ask them a question only a good engineer would know. I don't know any.
All right. Let me think about it.
I'll go get us back to the ship.
Before you leave Molochon's lair, was there anything else that anyone else wanted to do while you were there?
Where's Benny?
Hello.
Hey, where is-
I'm here.
Okay. It's very
You didn't
sneaky.
steal anything, did you?
I wish.
Why are we looking right at him? Oh, okay. Oh. I've been trying to think of some cheeky engineering question, but I really can't think of one.
Could just do an engineering roll and say, my question is this hard.
If you wanted to do, you could do that.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. I'll ask
I'm seeing a lot
something
of D4s
simple,
being rolled, and I'm scared.
like what's the right distribution for atmospheric gases in the standard, multi-species safe Atmos mix, which is
All
like
right. So if you ask them something relatively simple, they'll chatter among themselves for a moment, and then A couple of them will yell out answers. The answers are slightly different, but they're both well within the margin.
They're both technically correct.
Yeah.
All right, and I give him a real curveball. I tell him about a very, very industry standard pipe fitting, and ask them to tell me all of the thread dimensions on both sides,
All right.
as
Give me an
well as
engineering
what they're
check
made
yourself.
on. Or made of.
Give me an engineering check yourself, please.
I should know this. Oh God.
Get him
All right.
It's a simple one. I haven't done pipework stuff in a long time.
Hold on. Are these D4s their skill check? Are they just each individually rolling a D4 instead of rolling a 1D20?
Yes.
Oh my god.
They
I'm like-
come back and they actually give you the correct answer.
God damn it.
Oh, they're like the
All
script.
kind of know what they're doing.
They're like the script from Guild Wars 2. You know, the more of them that are together, the smarter they become.
Something like that. Whatever.
So,
I'll just.
There's a dozen of them. They roll 12d4 for every skill check, and that's their result.
I'm not letting you do any sort of engineering stuff on your own. One. Number two.
Man, that gives them like a current average of at least 24.
Number two, stay out of my hangar. Number three, I don't actually do any of the hiring stuff, so don't talk to me about payroll or whatever. I think that's Benny's issue.
I have my own company to worry about. One of you can deal with the crew.
You're gonna have to practice, eh?
I'm already practicing. In fact, it's not really practice. It's the real deal. Speaking of which, I need to start making a job listing. He says as he, basically picks up his wrist pad and starts typing on it.
All right.
Yeah, probably, but while we're not in drift and you can actually connect to the listing boards.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can't connect to the listing boards while you're in drift. Everyone knows that.
What? Why not?
Because you can't connect to the nets.
Ain't in the same universe. I assume at this point we'd have been in the retrograde and on our way sort of out.
Yep, so you guys have just gotten back to the retrograde. The kobolds sort of file out. They're chatting among themselves. They almost seem like they know where they're going. Or at least they act like they know where they're going.
There you go.
Yeah, the signs were a good idea.
I mean, they've been a subservient slave or servant species for over 100 generations at this point for a dragon. They know how to move around and behave to not get anything bigger than them upset, and to be good servants.
I assigned Pellet as their new dragon. I'm kidding. I didn't actually do that.
They actually have a new dragon assigned to them.
Oh yeah, Ku.
Oh, right.
Cool.
It was like, wow, I've never had organics.
Like
I've never
robots,
had
but just
kobolds.
squishier.
So before, Ku would just, kill all of her own robots, and then be dragged more robots to kill.
Oh no, she wasn't killing robots. She was putting dying robots out of their misery.
Which would in fact be killing them, yes.
Euthanizing them.
Which is in fact killing.
Think we did our good deed for the day. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something important and oh, right. That thing.
What?
I'm not sleeping next to that.
Next to what?
the orichalcum box.
I've got a feeling that, at least from the vibe that I'm getting from you guys, that this thing is fucked up.
I mean, they put it in a box.
Okay.
This is actually Pandora's box we own right now. Maybe not actually, but you know.
No, trust me, Pandora's box is way worse.
I don't know that it is.
You seen it?
No. But, you know, they only charge like 100 credits a month, so it can't be that bad.
No, not the service, the legend. Never mind.
The actual, yeah. Whatever.
Alright.
Let's get it on.
How are we doing for time, by the way? Do we have 15 minutes left, or do we have more
Still
than that?
another hour and 15 minutes.
Okay. Sorry, time zones are messing me up.
Yeah. Well, should we
Let's
punch
head
into
back.
drift and
Yeah, start heading to Rim.
All right.
well, no, we need to lure him to the black hole because the only thing we can lure is Nye. If we lure Nye back to Rim, we're just gonna have Nye and the City of Mind to deal with.
Okay.
So we need to find the black hole and track Nye to the black hole, if I'm understanding our plan correctly.
I think that'd be correct. I'm going to start digging into the data we have on Nye's movements as well as the black hole's movements, and I want to get a approximate speed on both of them. How long it takes for them to traverse the traverse the drift. I know that Nye can go through the drift.
Yep. Nye's speed in the drift seems to be inconsistent. There are some reports that Nye moves at normal ship speed, and other reports that seems to point to Nye being able to move near instantaneously.
What about the black hole?
I think you mean nigh teleportation speed. I'll see myself out.
Yes,
Please
thank you
do.
for saving me the effort. They didn't make it to the sun just yet. You didn't make it to the sun just yet. You're only to the lake level. Next is the sun.
Alright. On that, though, if I could get a intelligence roll from anyone looking at Nye's movements.
Could I make that into physical science?
No.
Okay.
I'm a smart boy. Not that smart.
Can I make it into a piloting role?
No, you can't.
Ricky coming in with a +7 intelligence.
I'm just not gonna. Good lord!
I've got the galaxy brain.
Why is Toby Keele smarter than the rest of the party?
Shut up.
Well, hold on.
Because he's got augmented by an AI.
No, it's because I accidentally. It's because I had Toby Kale active when I rolled. That's actually
Molly's
the
not actually going to
professor's.
help me.
Oh, come on.
No.
You rolled a natural 20. You're just
Nope.
gonna shit on the nat 20.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing.
So the only one who actually makes it is Ricky. When you're looking at the chart of where Nye's been spotted and when and all that, Nye seems to move faster when moving towards Rim.
So it's like, okay, so my initial thought is that Nye has the same sort of effect as the Starstone does on other vessels.
No, so Nye seems to move at a consistent speed away from Rim, but every time Nye moves towards Rem, that's when the numbers get strange and have gone from a little bit faster to instantaneous faster.
Mm-hmm. Or rather, because when ships travel back to Absalom, it's fast. Moving
Yes.
away, it's not so fast.
Well, it's more
fast
Absalom.
but consistent.
Yeah, Absalom has a large beacon, so everyone can navigate to it more easily.
Mhm.
You spend less time wandering around looking for the beacon.
Correct. That's what I'm thinking.
You
that
don't
Nye
think
has
this is
in
the
Rim, not the actual Starstone.
no, but you don't think it's something like that because that would at least be consistent. This is very inconsistent.
Inconsistent, but much faster.
Somewhere between twice as fast and infinitely fast.
In other words, a wormhole.
That might explain it.
Mhm.
Because you can't go infinitely fast. You can just jump.
Okay, so you're able to piece together the inconsistencies are only
A
ever in
timely
Nye's moving
reappearance.
away.
The
Also,
dungeon
is moving
awaits.
towards Rim. Moving away from Rim, it's always consistent drift speed. It's fast in the drift, but it still is limited by the drift.
We have any idea where either Nye or the black hole is now?
Nye hasn't been spotted for several days, so you're not sure, but this isn't unusual. Nye will not be visible for a while. The black hole is continuing to just slowly eat away at the edge of the galaxy. Its position, it generally just seems to run along the edge of the galaxy, going for the next most populated planet as it goes. Despite efforts to try and evacuate planets or move people out of its way, it is actually moving. Like, it has skipped several planets to go for refugee stations.
Mm-hmm.
So there's clearly some intelligence working there.
I reckon that the city mind might be controlling Nye. I think did we come up with some conclusion along those lines at some point?
So from what you know, the City Mind and the Nye are separate, but connected. Think of it less as in controlling Nye, and more as in Nye is the avatar to the City Mind's godhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
If we
if
kill the city mind, then Nye might either die or become directionless, or it's like a copy and it'll just keep going on its own.
well, think this way: if Desna came to Samimi and said, "I have a task for you, do this," Samimi would probably jump and do that task straight away.
I'm pretty sure that has literally happened, actually.
So that's the sort of connection. But yes, they are separate entities, but and if the
All
City
right.
Mind were to die, you're pretty sure Nye would not die.
But would not be happy about it.
How's this
No.
plan, boys? Go to the city mind. Get in the city mind. Make the city mind tell Nye to go fuck up that black hole.
We've got Nye bait.
Or we could just throw the ball in against or like into not the ball. I don't know what's the ball. We
It might be a ball.
take the fucking chest, throw it at the
I'm not opening it.
well, yeah, we're not gonna open it, or we will. We'll have to. We'll figure something out. We open the chest, and then that'll draw Nye in, and hopefully kill the black hole.
Hopefully.
city mind. That's impossible to get in because it's bathed in absolutely astonishing amounts of radiation and lots of necrocode and just necrotic energy fucking everywhere. And there's also killer robots everywhere.
Might be able to drop the atrophyte on it.
But that would just draw nigh in, and we don't care about drawing nigh to the city mine because that's unless we just like nuke them. I don't know.
Atrophyte kind
Koo,
of is
Koo, you
nuking.
there?
Yeah?
Did you say you had the power to destroy nigh?
No. Nye has the power to destroy me.
Do you have the power to destroy a black hole?
Nye would.
Nigh would, yeah.
Do you know where Nye is right now?
Based on last known location, possible directions, Nye's probably nearing passing by or nearing Absalom Station if it's not being recalled.
That's alarming.
I say we go to Rim, get the city mind's attention, and at least start drawing nigh back. Because I don't want it to fuck up Absalom. That's the whole point of us trying to fight it, is to save people.
Oh, Nye has passed Absalom multiple times. It seems to be avoiding Absalom specifically for some reason. But putting the player's mind at ease here, Nye's not a threat to Absalom. That's... Or at least not without a hell of a lot of foreshadowing and build-up by me. I'm not going to have Nye just pop Absalom. Yes, Nye is avoiding Absalom for now. There is a reason.
Although, if Nye did hit Absalom Station, that would possibly let us get to the God Rock easier.
Do you want to... That's something I don't want to deal with. That's something
We'll
I
call
don't
that
want
plan Theta.
to... Maybe.
What have I unleashed?
I kind of don't want to be the god that ascends because she tricked an evil thing into attacking a populated station. That's probably not going to do good things to the godhood.
No.
Also, don't forget, if you become a god, you're going to have a lot of magic all of a sudden. What's Nye's... what's his title?
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware. That's why it is titled Plan C Operation Godbait.
So, what does the party want to do? You have lots of options in front of you.
Curl up and die?
I think the best option...
Alright, so roll up new characters in.
I feel like the best option for this is probably to stand... to get close to... Yeah, I think that's the best option. We need to get close to the black hole and yeet the atrophyte in, towards it while opening the box, and then run like the 9 hells. Because we're going to be in the
Well-
splash zone.
Is that actually gonna fucking... Would Nye actually want to fucking attack it?
Okay, plan B will be on the other side of the black hole from Nye. And then do the same thing. That way he has to go through the black hole to get to the splash zone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My plan up to this point was to touch the God Rock and run like hell.
Just become a god?
Yeah, and then just kind of yeet myself at the black hole so that Nye came and attacked me, but also hit it. It wasn't a good plan. It was just a plan.
Just, yeah.
So if you're heading towards the spiral, which is the black hole, I will need a piloting check from one of you.
Here
Benny
we
will
go.
pilot.
Sorry, unfortunately, it seems that our pilot has left.
He said he would be right back. So maybe he's a good pilot. I'd imagine Sumimi is the helmsman for deep space stuff.
Alright, with a 36, you are able to navigate around several pockets in the drift that you haven't seen anything like that phenomenon before. Your gut says do not touch them, and so you've managed to avoid them. So
Wow,
you
I feel like
can
we just made the castle run.
drop out of drift where you want. You don't get forcibly dropped out within the gravitational well.
I'm back. Sorry.
I make sure we have really good recordings of that phenomena. Shush.
Thank you, Ricky. I have wireless headphones, so I was able to hear everything.
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
Phenomena.
So you are able to drop out on the other side of the black hole. How far out? I'm not looking for a number, of course, but how far out are you looking to be? Are you looking to be within gravitational well enough that you can just push the box out the side and it'll fall in? How long would you want it to be falling before it reaches the center?
Weren't we talking about a device that could open the box for us?
Yeah, tie a rope to the box's lid and shoot it out the torpedo.
I mean, I could fabricate some just sort of radio controlled piston that forces it open when we're good and clear.
Orichalcum is relatively brittle. Like you could just shoot
Set
the
off a
box.
small bomb.
Yeah, just shoot the box with a missile. Like the artifact inside isn't going to get scratched by anything non-magical.
We could, since I think I heard we want to have this orb in effect on the other side of the black hole.
Flash,
Correct?
not going to be scratched. Yeah, so you've managed to position yourself.
So what we could do is we could put a small time bomb in the casing, drop the casing off, zoom on over to the other side of the black hole, click the detonator, or just have a timer, and watch the fireworks. Any objections to that?
I believe that would be a very acceptable plan.
All right, Ricky, let's get to work on a time bomb.
Oh,
Alright.
easy frickin' peasy.
So
I know.
how
You just need a mag
close?
timer and a fuse.
How close do you want the box to be exploded from the black hole? Now we're not talking numbers here. We're talking days or weeks or months of drift time. How close do you want it to be? So when it finally opens, how long before it hits the event horizon?
How long subjective to the box, or so how long subjective to us? Because those are two different questions.
Very
Maybe
different
a-
question.
Maybe a week.
I mean, I would personally say the moment the box goes off, we want it to be in the very, very like outer clutches of the gravitational pull. So that
Black hole, that's pretty big.
yeah,
But
I know.
And a
But,
week is a
like-
very short time at this scale.
what I think we want is for us to be close enough so that when that box is opened and whatever it's about to summon gets summoned, that whatever is about to summoned cannot escape the gravitational well.
Basically, so we need to make sure the box is in the gravitational well at that point. Then
But we also want to fucking bring Nye over here. That's the point.
yes, but we want to bring
I-
Nye over here into the gravitational well if we can. We want to make
would
it so
be
that Nye has
a
no
really good
choice
way
to
to-
fight this thing. Because the thing is, if we blow this box up, and Nye
Wait,
knows
15
it's there,
14
and Nye,
days until it hits the event horizon, maybe? Give it that long?
Now, to note, it is. It's more about just the distance and the time scales you're talking about here. Also, don't forget, Nye will need time to travel to you. He's not going to appear the second the box opens.
we don't know that.
I mean, we would know that he does travel away from the rough area of Rim at ship-like drift travel times. We don't know where he's at, but we can surmise that he's off somewhere pretty far because we're at the edge of the galaxy here.
So, hold on. So that teleportation thing that only happens when he's going back to Rim, that never happens when he's going somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Then,
yes,
yeah,
you
we-
hit the nail on the head. He can teleport back to Rim.
Okay.
So that's
So-
why it's inconsistent, because every time he's returning to Rim, it's just straight there.
All right. So in that case, yeah, we will need some time. We'll have the box open. Hopefully, it will summon Nye. I assume it will, given the level of artifact it is. And the fact that the dragon thinks it would work. So we'll open the box. We'll have it probably in the orbit of the black hole for a few days. But we basically need to time it so that the approximate time he shows up, like, if he wants this object, he will have no choice but to fight the black hole. Because if we have it too far outside the black hole, where Nye could swoop in, grab it, and leave, Nye may just forego the battle entirely.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine he's dumb. Whatever.
I mean, he is being fed the intelligence of millions of dead souls, from my understanding, if not billions, if not trillions.
We'll fucking find out, eh?
This is probably going to end up scary.
Oh, yeah.
We
Whatever.
may want to be
I've-
a nice far distance away. Something where we could maybe pick up the fight on scanners, but we could be well out of the distance of
Mhm.
any sort of large explosions. Like, we may want a telescope to watch this battle.
I'm going to roll physical science to do a bunch of math to figure out the optimal place to put the box, where it'll take 14 days, or actually, we'll give it, we'll say 12 days, based on average sort of drift travel time, at least for the time it took for us to get here. So I'm going to put 12 days until it reaches the event horizon.
All right.
And once we've got this launched, I hope this works.
Fuck yeah, I hope.
I mean, if
So
it
how long did
doesn't
you
work,
put on the how much time did you put on the little time bomb, Benny? I was a bit busy with the math, so sorry I couldn't help with the actual opener.
I mean, if you see 12 days, then I'm putting it down for 12 days. Actually, no, it'll be probably just an hour because it'll need to be open for the entire time.
Yeah, we gotta draw him in.
So, I can give us probably about an hour before the box opens up.
All right.
I could give us a lot more, but an hour should be plenty to just drop it and get out of there.
Mm-hmm. At all available best speed, or at best speed.
Heck, I could
I don't
probably
know the stellar navy term for it.
I mean,
At best.
honestly, if it's going to take Nye more than a day to come and find us, we could literally just open it and throw it out the window if we care. Like, we don't even need to go into building a bomb for it.
You know, it just occurred to me.
But I don't want to touch it.
Also,
That-
Samimi might give you really good reasons why opening it on the ship may be a very bad idea.
I mean, true.
So,
So,
bad
yeah,
vibes from it. I think this is a good plan.
10-minute time bomb then. That should be
I would
plenty.
recommend making use of fighter other than the one that you have built, Ricky.
Hmm?
Or is that not finished yet?
It's not finished yet.
Okay, never mind.
Well,
'Cause what
we
occurred to
really
me-
can't use that one then.
We've got
What-
light torpedoes on the Renegade.
What occurred to me was, fly in there, set a timer for an hour, and try to take off, and your fighter won't start.
It's never happened before.
We have more than one starfighter.
We also got laser guns. Just saying.
We also have torpedo launchers.
We got plenty to open up a little AB box. If not, we just go get it. Because it's not in the event horizon just yet.
Alright, so you guys are ready to launch the box with a explosive strapped to the outside to pop it open?
Yep. It's just a tiny little bomb.
Shape charge.
Yep.
Alright, so, and you said you're having an hour after you launch it is when it explodes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
We don't. I mean, we literally just need to toss it out there.
And then get the fuck away.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that we can fly a decent distance in 10 minutes. Especially if we
Alright.
just slap in and out of the warp. Like, I assume we could just slap into the warp, fly for about 2 minutes, slap out of the warp, and be on the other side of any planetary mass. I assume.
Mm-hmm.
No comment.
Listen, I've got a piloting roll of, what is it, plus 27? Plus 26. Do I know this or don't I?
Theoretically, everything you're saying should work.
That means it'll definitely work.
Actually, hold on. We'll set it for an hour.
Good idea.
Because I just realized the drift has been wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, we're just doing this in real space at first to get away from it.
I mean, anything involving this black hole could be tricky.
Yeah.
Because this is a black hole that does in fact move.
Very true. I took at least a little bit of that into account, but no promises, because it fucking moves.
Right.
You know, I wonder if it's a black hole elemental.
Is it possible?
I don't know. Is it?
That's a great question.
So actually, I'm not sure if we want a shorter fuse on the box or a longer fuse. Well, once it's out of there, once it's out of our ship, it really doesn't matter. So if anything, we might want to just put like a 1-minute fuse on it, because what really matters is that it gets out of the ship and it gets opened. Because, like I
No.
said, we could literally just
No.
open it and throw it out the window.
No. We want that open over there.
Yeah.
Why?
Give it an hour.
Because when it breaks, it's gonna summon some really nasty things.
Oh. Okay then. 5-minute timer then maybe.
Wait, can't you rig a pressure timer?
What do you mean?
Well,
We
as it
could
gets
rig
closer
up.
to the black hole, gravity is going to increase. So if you rig a pressure sensor to the explosive, then when it gets close enough to the black hole, the button itself will weigh down the pressure sensor.
No, I mean we want it to be magic and draw Nye in, because Nye goes after magic shit.
But
it
We
won't
want
stop
it to
being
be magic for as long as possible. Would
Well,
this thing
yeah,
still be really fucking... Well, I mean, no, we want it to be a beacon for as long as possible. Because it takes him fucking days to get here.
well,
Okay,
yeah,
so
but I'm saying.
okay, well, hold on, everyone. If the box summons an item, or if it summons something once it blows up, then that something's going to show up. We're going to want that something in the black hole. We're also going to want to make sure that Nye has enough time to get this beacon and go to the black hole. So therefore, we need to detonate it when it is inside the range of gravity that it begins to go into orbit. But not so soon as it hits the event horizon, which is, I'm pretty sure, the point of no return.
Correct.
So therefore, a pressure sensor would detect some draw of gravity. Therefore, if we rig up a sensor with a little bit of give, but have it to basically activate on an if line of code that's basically if gravity is equal to not 0, with again a little bit of give because there might be some pressure from ejecting it. We should be able to then jettison, have it, you reach the black hole, activate once the proper, conditions are met.
A timer does work just as well. Like, without us getting into whole relative time dilations, the party is smart enough to rig up a timer that will detonate when it is within the well.
Okay.
I'm just wanting to eliminate the idea that we could fire and miss.
Oh no!
There's
At
that,
the
as
range
well
you're
as
talking about black hole, you can't miss.
there's that, but there's also as well, the black hole could move. So like my problem is that like if we set it on a timer, the black hole could move and accidentally swallow it sooner. And for me, that's like, oh, okay, well, mission failed. We'll get him next time. If we put it on a pressure sensor of some sort, then no matter where we shoot it at this black hole, as long as it gets to where it's going, it'll activate.
All right, if you want to do that. I just don't want the players to get bogged down in physics discussions.
All right, so we make the sensor, we get it on the box. Let's move on from the box thing. We jettison the box. Everyone good? No other problems.
That sounds good to me.
Jettison the box, and it floats off towards the black hole. And you guys start trying to move away at best speed, correct?
Yep.
All right. If you try, do you try and activate your drift drive?
We'll hold off for now.
I think we were just trying to get as far away in real space.
All right.
Yeah.
Burning
The
away.
drift is a little.
So
the drift is a
wibbly
little
wobbly. We didn't
wonky
want to
right
fuck with
now.
that.
So after an hour of burning away, the pressure sensor goes off, and all of a sudden, that entire area, your radar return a lot of things.
Ooh wee.
There are several starships that have appeared. This is what the starships look like.
Endbringer.
Endbringer.
And one of these also appears. It's starship
Oh.
sized.
That's a
I
giant
like
skull.
And that's why we don't open the box in the ship. Do you want to know what that is? That's an undead ship.
No, that's a demon ship.
Same thing.
How does that? You know what? I don't want to know.
No, you don't. You ever wonder why I do the really good stuff some nights?
What do you mean?
I need to forget that thing exists.
Are you holding? Have you been holding out on me?
Okay, not as good as your stuff.
Oh.
So yes, those appear, and immediately I need everyone to make a will saving throw.
What sort of danger have we just gotten ourselves into?
I need to check if I have advantage on this. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure any of us are going to roll high enough is the problem.
Had to say it. You had to say it.
What's a DC, Mr. GM?
The DC is actually only 15.
Hey!
So
So-
unfortunately, Professor is the only one who failed. The scream of this major outsider devil being devoured is enough that it just puts the Professor on the deck. Like, you can barely...
Can we hear it through the Can we actually hear it though?
You can hear it in your minds.
Oh fuck this
Like-
psychic bullshit.
Yeah, basically, this thing has just appeared, gone, hey, I'm oh fuck being eaten.
Molly's
full
charging up the
and
main
power.
weapon. It's like no. It's just mind shit. He's not actually here.
It is being devoured by the spiral.
It's not. I mean that's good.
Can I get a computers or perception check from everyone else then, please?
That's the exact same thing for me.
Ah, thank goodness.
Why are computers a wisdom roll?
So everybody except for me.
Are you?
Not everyone. Professor, you can as well, because it does actually make a difference here.
Question: is computer supposed to be a wisdom roll?
No.
Oh, computers are supposed to be wisdom.
This is
You may have
intelligence.
clicked on the stat column. So just
Yeah,
click
let me-
it again until it gets back to intelligence.
There we go. Yeah, I was about to say like that didn't look right. I was like, hold on, computers ain't a wisdom. Oof.
Alright, you all make the 20. And the Professor, even though you're on the floor in pain, you can see this as well. You know what happens when a black hole absorbs matter and it gets bigger?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think a devil of that strength is doing to the black hole as it gets devoured?
Drift. Get in the drift. Get in the drift right now.
That might be a bad idea.
The black hole is getting bigger.
I don't
It-
think.
Question:
Did
is that
remember-
even visible?
We did remember to make sure that Rim was evacuated, right?
No, we're not even
Oh, you-
close to Rim right now.
You're nowhere near Rim. You're out in the middle of the edge of the galaxy. Or the
See,
middle
the-
of nowhere at the edge of the galaxy.
Oh, for some
The
reason
thing is,
I
we
thought
have- We
I've been
have the
distracted,
tools
sorry.
to. We have the tools to bait Nye, but we can't bait the giant black orb. So we can't force the orb to come to Rim. So we have to force Nye to come to the orb.
I mean, we
Mhm.
could just do a giant concert. I heard that worked for the Interstellar crew.
What?
That was in the year 5555. They just had this huge concert. The whole planet showed up or something. It was weird.
Huh.
Fucking
Right,
heard about
yeah.
that. I don't think that's real. I'm 100% sure that is, in fact, a rumor, but a pretty fucking metal. Anyways,
Punching it.
yeah, let's skedaddle.
All right. The
Weren't we
drift
already
drive does
punch-
not activate.
I'm not punching the drift drive. I am just punching the thrusters as fast as they'll go.
Oh yeah. Give me a piloting check then.
This is where the fun begins.
All right. You are able to navigate around the gravitational pulls, the eddies, so you are able to maintain ahead of the expansion.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
You're
Listen, if
going
you-
about as fast as you can. You're ahead of the expanding, but you're not. You're not getting away. You're just not losing ground.
Listen, if you have some way to give us an excess amount of coolant so I don't blow these engines and send us jettisoning back into the black hole, I'd love to hear it.
I would love to do a starship combat thing, in which case in which I shall enhance the engines to go faster.
All right. So that's the divert
power-
power action.
Yeah, divert power. I thought I had a mechanic trick to do this, but I did not take it this level. Whoopsie doodle.
I will keep and just make a statement. I do have a pilot ability that basically makes us move one tick faster than normal.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the professor will be cycling the shields to behind us. You know, might be a
That's
good
fair.
idea to empower those.
So
A
the
bad
DC
idea.
would be 30 for the divert, which you do manage to make.
Engines speed increases by 2.
And the professor is easily able to make the shield.
Did you fix the weird thing with your attribute enhancer that I think we talked about at the end of last session?
Nope.
2?
To Professor. Because I think it was enhancing the mod rather than the actual skill score. I think.
I don't
No,
remember.
we went over it and it wasn't. That wasn't the case.
Yeah, we did manage to figure that one out.
Okay.
Let's see if we can. Get the proper coolant in the. Hell yes. In the engines to engine them faster.
Alright, with
Cache
a
of
40.
download.
Overpower.
What is Ashtik download?
Akashic download gives me. I spend 2 minutes basically turning my brain into the Akashic record about a single subject. And then I make a check at a +4.
Alright. So, with everyone pushing all the buttons to make the ship go faster and stay together, you are able to start pulling away.
Oh boy.
You're not escaping the gravitational pull, but you are moving away from the event horizon now.
Mm-hmm.
It is still expanding, but you're getting away faster.
Does
Alright,
it help
this-
that I can speak Draconic to get the kobolds to go faster?
The kobolds already seem to understand the ship, to the point that they'll walk down the corridor and you'll just see a couple of lights blink on a wall, and the kobolds will just do something. So they're already
great.
picking up on how Ku can communicate with them.
Oh, great.
Yeah, this was a good idea. This was
So
a great idea.
now we have the bugs from Mass Effect.
What?
No,
You-
they're intelligent. They're just that they know how to be a good servant.
I'm meaning like the bugs from Mass Effect on the Citadel or whatever it's called.
The Keepers?
The
Oh, the
Keepers. Yeah, the Keepers.
Yeah, Ku has keepers,
Lovely.
but they're intelligent and cute.
I'm pretty sure the keepers are intelligent as well. As for cute, yeah, they're definitely not.
Okay, intelligent and sentient and cute.
Okay, yeah, I'll
And
accept
good
that.
with their tongues. And wait, what? So we're pulling away.
So Mimi, please remind me later. We need to have a little talk about appropriate actions amongst your fellow shipmates. You understand? I'm certain.
I feel like now's not the time.
Now is really not the time, Professor.
Except that there is no better time than the present for addressing sexual harassment.
Oh yeah, never mind the fact that we might get sucked up into a black hole and we're all maybe potentially dying right now.
Well, yes, that is a mitigating factor, I will admit, but you really should keep the relations with the other crew members to a minimum, you understand.
You know I'm dating like 4 of them, right?
I was not aware of that. I will make sure to note it and bring it up in your next annual review.
I'm dating 3.
You also know that my brother's AI is the one that's running the ship, right?
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was Ku that was running the ship.
Ku is the ship. She's been talking to Warren. I think they're dating, actually.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with them.
Dating
Not the
your
time!
coworkers
Yeah, not the
is-
fucking time.
But dating your coworkers is not a good thing to do. It
All right,
always
Professor,
leads-
if you want to have discussion about this, please make a preordained time at which everyone can attend the seminar.
Very well. We will schedule it next week, I think. Probably
All right,
in
cool.
the evening.
If we live to next week, I'll be there.
Excellent. I will look forward to your attendance.
Put it on the calendar.
All right.
Put it on the calendar. Oh god.
So-
Oh god.
So, as the ship is moving, you guys are able to maintain a certain level of forward thrust and stay in front of it. And this goes on for minutes, and then hours.
Yeah, I figure we're in this for the long haul. But I tell you what, this is Ricky's favorite type of shit.
And then days.
Interstellar rally time, let's go!
To the point that the professor's scheduled next week thing is now tomorrow. The ship
I
has
hope
been
I will.
burning hard for a full week.
I hope I can trust that you all will be in attendance tomorrow for the meeting.
Professor, the panel behind you is on fire.
Oh, right. I'll take care of that. He turns around to put it out.
Wait,
So will
which
you
panel's on fire?
be there?
I need
the
an
elevator.
Uber.
It's the elevator display panel. It's fine. It's just on fire.
All right, well, that means fuel tank 15 is out of fuel.
And then
Why did you have
almost
that tied to 15?
Don't question it.
and then almost immediately, the expansion behind you stops. And the
Keep going.
And the ship loses all power.
Uh-oh. It just gets like deathly quiet.
Oh no! You can still hear the psychic scream in your head. The psychic scream from the devil dies, and then a much louder one starts to echo out. You have no idea what sort of entity could create this psychic scream phenomenon. You have no idea what is happening.
Nigh.
Everything's quiet. Where I'm just like, that's not good. This is extremely not good.
I can feel my stomach in my
Wait,
toes.
hold on. Wait, hold on. We're all at 1 HP.
Sorry.
We've all been sent to 1 HP.
I don't feel so good. What about Molly? How's Molly doing?
Everyone is at 1 HP.
All right.
The
I don't know. Toby Kale
Whatever they
seems
did-
fine.
Teacher, you forgot to give us homework.
I forgot to buy nano patches.
Though to be fair, Toby is not actually on the ship exactly right now. Why did you put encumbered on Toby?
I didn't. The system did that automatically.
It's in his inventory.
He's not even on the ship.
There you go.
He's
The
in the
rest of
cube.
He's
You
still at
can
1
listen.
HP.
Cube is in the blank space.
So basically,
this transcends interdimensionals.
the effects that are happening behind you that you can't actually see at the moment, unless you guys want to try and pry open doors to get to a window to see, which is going to be hard considering you're all pretty much on the deck in pain. After about 5 minutes of this, you guys are able to at least crawl and move.
I would like to try and get the engine back up so we can at least see what's happening outside. Because everything hurts.
I just look at the
Alright.
main viewport.
The window.
Alright, if you look out a window, can I
How
get
does
a
my blood
fortitude
hurt?
save?
How does my blood hurt?
Oops. Nope, not from that.
Well,
I
is
had
it
a better
visible?
question.
Is it visible from the front deck viewport? Because I will state, Benny is not going to get out of his chair. He's just
Alright,
going
with
to
a
flop
fortitude
there.
save, you are not blinded.
All right, cool.
Whatever is going on behind you is bright. The psychic scream is joined by a second psychic scream that you're not sure where it's come from.
I would like to reach into my bag, pull out the spy drone that I had specifically equipped with a true frame scanner, which is like hyperspectral but even cooler. And I'm gonna point it out and start recording. I'm not even gonna turn on like the thrusters or anything. I'm just gonna point it.
Roll me a percentile.
You better not break my spy drone immediately. Oh, hey!
Nice.
Nice.
Oh!
And now, Cole, did I roll higher or lower than you?
I think you rolled lower.
Ooh. You rolled higher.
God! No, my spy drone! I
Spy
just
drone.
bought it!
It's not destroyed, but it is going to need repairs.
Ah, damn it. I just bought it. It was like 18,000 credits.
That's why it's only damaged, not destroyed.
God damn.
And now I'll need a reflex save from everyone.
Oh god. At
It
least
doesn't
I'm good at
like
this.
being looked at. Oh no, Molly! No!
Everyone who made 20 or more manages to stay on their feet. Everyone else falls to the deck as the entire ship sort of shudders and is almost like just bumped. You're not sure what?
From what
And
direction?
from behind, from
Oh.
whatever was behind, something bumped into the ship.
Oh,
At that point, power will come back on at the same time that all of the psychic screaming stops.
get to the bridge. Get to the bridge.
Just as quickly as it came, you're all back at full health.
Go.
Okay, that felt horrible. Let's go!
I would like to see what the sensors are seeing behind us because I'm scared.
Okay, cool. I'm working on getting the engines back to full.
Well, that first. I can
Oh,
do
yeah.
that in the background.
When the power came back, the engines came back at full burn the same way. It's basically when everything got cut off, you were just drifting, and now it's uncut off as if nothing ever happened.
There you go. It had a nice cooling cycle. Let's.
I'm pretty sure whatever is behind us is now dead.
Maybe. Let's look at the sensors and see who lived.
So what bumped into the ship was a large portion of one of Nye's wings.
Heyo.
The rest of Nye is not visible anywhere. The rest
Wait.
is scraps of ships from those from the devil ships,
Mhm.
the demon ships. It looks to be like most of them are no more than around 2 or 3 inches in size.
Wait, hold on.
It just got shredded. Everything
Hold-
did.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Rewind about 20 seconds there. We got bumped by Nye's wing.
Yes, you got bumped by a severed chunk of Nye's wing. It's about the size of your ship.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was just gonna grab that bitch. Is the black hole even larger now?
At the moment, there appears to be nothing back there.
Whoa.
There is no gravitational pull. The only thing that's bigger than a couple of inches in size is that chunk of Nye's wing.
Okay.
Um.
Did we just I know for a fact that there's probably 0 real wood on the ship anywhere. I want to find a piece of wood.
Ricky, no.
Why do
I
you want a piece
am
of
an
wood?
adherent of the goddess of fate and luck. I know what you're about to do.
That's
It doesn't
exactly why
work.
I'm grabbing the wood.
It doesn't work.
It's a
what-
cardboard at least.
No,
I
don't say
do
it.
have some
Don't
wooden
say
cages.
it.
Hold on,
the
hold on.
Xenoseeker.
What is he doing? What is he doing? Someone tell me what he's doing.
Tempting fate.
What do you mean tempting fate?
He's going to say something that would be really nice if it was true, and it's going to turn out not to be because he's going to say it.
You can find it, then that'll nullify it. That work. How does that not work?
Okay, let's just not say anything, and let's see
We'll
if
all
we
think
can.
it,
Yes,
because we're all
yes.
thinking it.
We're all thinking it.
We're all thinking it. Okay. That's all
This
I
is your
want.
this is your main pilot speaking. For anyone,
That's some petty shit.
for anyone and everyone listening, don't say it. Don't say it. Do not say it. That is a direct order. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Nobody
Okay.
can use
Okay. I'm going to
that word
figure
anymore.
out where we are just really quickly.
I mean,
We're in the same
things
universe,
are-
yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
You
Um,
burned hard for just under a week. You covered a lot of ground. You would have covered about the distance of our solar system.
That's pretty good.
All right. So, a few things we want to check. First things first. I want to scrap that wing, or at least what's left of it. See what we can find out from it. Potentially, we can get some resources from that. It's basically pure atom mass, ain't it?
Yep.
Probably.
Ku will not let the ship go near it. The second she was given control, she's moved away.
I can understand that.
What? Ku, why do you not want to go near it?
Probably because it is
That's-
made out of mass.
That's a piece of Nye.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
It's better to leave it be.
I mean, I was just gonna suggest we tow it into the nearest star.
If you want to do that with one of the support ships, be my guest.
What about a cable?
Cursed. I'm not. That touched me already once. I'm not letting it touch me again.
Okay.
Fair. Fair.
That is fair.
Whoever thought a spaceship could have bad touch?
Heck, potentially even getting near that stuff might have a ton of necrocode. But we could use it to make more arc steel is the thing. And that's the big issue I have.
I don't think you can purify that. I don't think there are enough people willing to purify that to purify that.
Hmm.
Either way, I'm gonna borrow some of the sensors for a while. Because I need to check on a status.
Alright.
Mm,
Also,
let me
as
get-
the party you would have known previously, there is a difference between arc steel and Nye, between Adamas and Nye Adamas.
It's advanced
Adam-
darkness.
Nye's Adamas is a far more refined version with a lot more evil on it.
Gotcha. Alright, I guess we could mark this piece as scrap in case we need to come back to it later.
Yeah. I would like to use the sensors to see if there is a gigantic, possibly demonic black hole somewhere near-ish to us. And I know it's probably not going to be accurate, because if it's far enough away, then the light hasn't had time to get to us yet.
I'll start checking the HoloNet for any similar updates on either Nye or the black hole to see if anyone has seen either of them.
We're a ways. I don't think there's a blank space beacon out here with news coverage.
So, for looking for black holes, you get the smallest fragment of a black hole appearing in your scanners before it decays away from Hawking radiation.
Ah, perfect. At least that's within our observable bubble.
Really, Desna? Did we do it? Steps have done it. Mother of luck,
Everyone's just checking
please
everything
let us
like
have done it.
everyone's just like, did this work? Did this actually work?
And as for Nye, there are no reports that you can find, or at least none that are relevant.
Mhm.
You can
It's
find
been a
couple of
very
days old ones.
days old. Who cares? Wait, how many days old?
Since before you dropped the orb.
Okay. Like if it was like 2 days ago, it was like, uh-oh.
No, it's
Man.
before you dropped the orb.
Mhm.
Well,
Let's try to head back to civilized space.
I'm gonna
So-
launder my. I'm gonna launder my armor.
Probably smart. I'm covered in a lot of various dangerous and carcinogenic fluids right now.
Yeah, I just sweated really like a lot,
Hmm.
like an uncomfortable amount. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep at some point in there. I think.
Yeah,
I'd
you
have
were
to check
you were
the
asleep for a
logs.
little bit, but I didn't really mess with you because I was a bit busy as well.
Either that or Squeak's been using his famous coffee.
Alright.
7
Professor,
days.
did you put out the fire on that panel?
Yes, it was put out several days ago.
Oh,
All right,
It's
Is
so
every-
fucking burning.
okay.
is everybody ready?
Steven just falls over.
I'm gonna give a quick check of the actual drift drive first. I'll have a best. I mean, I could probably figure it out.
If anything,
Yep,
the
the
drift may
usually
be
don't.
our-
It looks okay. It's not
Yep.
speaking in Latin.
Nope, it's all fine.
If anything, the drift is going to be our first major indicator. So let's see how the drift is faring.
Set a course for Absalom because the fuck not.
Yeah, that's best
Uh,
place I can think of.
I would like to remind everyone of the seminar I will be holding tomorrow. That I did accept all of your RSVPs. So thank you for that. I just wanted to send out a quick reminder.
All right, cool. We will attend that in the
Well-
drift, assuming the drift is still in existence.
I found it hilarious that Zim said a week and I rolled 6 days for the burn. That was actually randomly rolled as 6 days for the burn.
Do we have
Really, Jim?
any way to apply conditions?
Apparently the
To
panel
ourselves.
is back on fire.
Yeah, so it's just the professor like, make sure you're at the seminar. The elevator panel catches on fire again.
At this point, I think Ricky's just gonna stare at it for a little bit before really considering, how much important stuff is in there really?
It was just the
Okay.
display panel to the elevator controls.
But it's
nothing.
it's burning oxygen. Some people don't like carbon monoxide, so fine.
We can't exactly vent the gas.
I give it a really half-hearted squirt from a nearby fire extinguisher.
And the fire extinguisher is empty.
Oh my god.
And the one next to it, and the one next to it, and the one next to it. Like, there's probably more fire extinguishers here on the bridge than you even knew were on the ship.
Does everyone in here have environmental suits?
Yes.
Yes, well, sort of. I mean, I don't need to breathe as long as I activate my Aeon Stone here, but I mean, it's not exactly a environmental suit exactly. It's more just the Aeon Stone that protects me in
It's
space
the pressure more
environment.
like, because I'm going to vent this air. Actually, you know what?
Samimi, no need to apply statuses or conditions at the moment. We're in pure roleplay and it's going to get sorted before there's any combat.
Oh, okay.
As you guys are trying to discuss, like, maybe venting the bridge, the door opens and one of the little kobolds just puts a new fire extinguisher in the door and then runs off again.
Oh, thank God.
You're pretty sure he's done that a couple of 100 times over the past few days.
How many do we have in stock?
Good
I
question.
think they're-
Your stock's currently reading negative something, but they still keep showing up and still keep working.
I'm not going to question it. I'm tired.
I'm guessing at this point they're just refilling old ones via some magic use of our ship.
I
I'm
mean,
guessing
we
the
do
at this
have the
point
water
they're-
elemental.
Exactly.
I'm guessing at this point they're printing it with UPBs.
You better fucking not have touched my gigantic cargo container full of them. It's mine. It has my name on it.
Anywho, I'm preparing the ship for drift.
All right, and the ship enters the drift, and it's a smooth ride. There's no currents, no eddies.
Of course,
think,
there's no eddies. He's dead.
I think we may have actually dealt with that black hole, guys.
I had to say it.
I mean, the drift is functioning normally. There was a bit of carnage behind us, but everything is pointing towards good times.
I'm waiting for things to go bad now. Whatever.
So you're in the drift for 1 day. I assume
like-
most of you are going to be spending that time sleeping.
I would like to fix my camera drone.
Well, we also have to attend
Alright.
that seminar.
I'm not attending the seminar.
Benny said he would attend.
Oh,
A 30 will let you fix it.
okay. Actually, I'm gonna. Instead of Ricky showing up to the seminar, Molly's gonna show up.
Your walkie drone.
Hmm And they're gonna sit like right in the front row, looking faintly polite as the chair kind of creaks a bit under them.
Well, I don't have it prepared yet.
Yeah, at this point, most of you are going to be passing out asleep because the caffeine is finally wearing off.
I guess we can accept
I-
that.
Ricky's
And that, I
uptime
think,
is
Yep.
Ricky's uptime was nearing catastrophic levels of memory leak. All of his RAM was filled.
I mean, I assume at some point Benny just like slapped on the autopilot because he was like, okay, well, I've just been holding it in one direction and putting the engines to full, so let me just put a loop on that and let me take a nap.
No, because you're having to navigate gravitational pulls the entire time.
It's pain.
Damn it.
You were having to actively fly the entire time.
I don't know if you could physically do that. That's 6 days.
Yeah.
Which is
Like, at
why
some point-
all of you are passing out horribly. There is my fortitude save to try and stay awake.
Nope.
Lame.
DC
Well, I guess
50.
that's fine.
I know,
That's-
DC 30.
Oh.
Oh, so one off of what I could possibly achieve.
Basically.
You guys have basically been doing the equivalent of sculling Red Bull and Coke and coffee for the past 6 days.
We're out of coffee. Do you have any black tar heroin? Come on.
Nobody touched my stash!
Ricky starts
When I say
giving
Coke,
out.
I mean Coca-Cola, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
um,
Except for Benny. For Benny, he meant Coke.
it might taste like arsenic, and it might actually be arsenic, at least partly, but it'll keep you awake.
Alright.
All right.
As you drop out of the drift at Absalon Station and are met with huge explosions in front of the ship.
Oh,
There is a fireworks show going
oh,
on.
Christ Almighty!
As all of the weapon systems are now on, probably a torpedo already launched.
I don't know that Samimi was even awake. It's only been a day.
That's true. We get woken up in the middle of our sleep, and there's explosions going off.
Charlie's in the bushes.
Getting PTSD flashbacks to the Nyverse Spiral fight.
Yeah.
But that's probably the best place to call it there, is the ship returns to real space to celebrations at Absalon.
Actually, can we? I'd like to imagine they call us, and they're like they have like the whole delegation in the video call, and then we're on the bridge looking like death itself.
I'm at least gonna shower and like gussy up.
there's people streaming out to come meet us. There's a whole parade going on, and they're like, "Hey, could you give us like 10 hours to just like?"
Alright, take a look at the image I just posted into the Retrograde chat.
Hey, can we put the kibosh on this for like 10 seconds? Let's just. Ooh, look at that. Fancy.
Yeah, I was prepared.
Oh,
when you say, the entire council is there, I was prepared. Tabletop images is where I should post it, Zim?
Yeah. That looks like something an artist did, so...
It's iPoke, yep.
iPoke?
iPoke. I-P-O-K-E. Let me
Give me a
find the-
link to their profile somewhere, and I'll go ahead and share it. It's not ours, but, credit work is okay.
I saw it. It's fairly recently posted by them. I saw it and I'm like, yeah, that is almost perfect.
It looks more like a college seminar, especially since one of them is literally just sitting on the table.
The college lecture.
Posted the direct FA link to it.
And of course, there is the chosen brew in the back.
One with like 3 eyes.
No, the one that has the light of God shining down upon him.
Oh yeah. Who's the main character here?
There you all go. That is the art. I will post it in the stream chat, the link to it. And of course, it is available in tabletop image as well.
I didn't know they were sitting on the table. I thought there was like there was their arms on the table right there, and they had like a big scarf or something, like a collar on. If you blur your eyes, that's what I saw. If you squint a bit.
No, he's
Well,
just sitting there.
Everyone, we will pick up next week with Season 2. But thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Season 1, the finale of Season 1 of Retrograde Renegades Starfinder. I will be back tomorrow with more streaming. We've got we've got Exalted in the morning, followed by Red Flag Rejects. Do check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those good things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. Please consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. I am streaming full-time now, but I cannot continue to do so without your support. So please consider becoming a patron and making sure these streams keep coming to you all. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Bye-bye!
Oh, God damn it.
What? Something wrong?
I don't like it.
That's okay.
I didn't like that at all.
Yes, you do.
No, I didn't.
See you all tomorrow.